SEC Tournament.
Mic check,
From
1 2,
Hoover,
1 2 3,
Alabama,
1 2.
brought to you by the 7 partners that represent Team LSU. Cox, the official communications provider of LSU Athletics. McDonald's, official sponsor of the LSU Tigers. Our Lady of the Lake, official healthcare provider of LSU Athletics. Albertsons, the official grocery partner of LSU Athletics. Hancock Whitney, the official bank of the LSU Tigers. People's Health, the official health plan.
Mic check,
of
1 2,
LSU
1 2 3,
Athletics.
1 2.
And by Coca-Cola,
1 2 3.
official beverage partner of the LSU Tigers.
Wow! Launch to left center field. See ya! Don't pitch to Dylan Cruz.
The excitement
Yep, sounds good.
of
Got
LSU Fighting Tiger baseball comes alive.
Check
on the
1 2,
LSU
check 1 2.
Sports Radio Network.
Big swing! Could it be? Will it be? It is! Walk it off! Tigers win! Tigers win!
Now, time for the Fighting Tiger on Deck show. Getting you ready for first pitch of LSU Fighting Tiger baseball in the SEC Tournament. From inside Hoover Metropolitan Stadium in Hoover, Alabama. With the call of the game, here are Doug Thompson, Bill Franquez, and the voice of your Fighting Tigers, Chris Blair.
We come into Survival Day here at the 2023 SEC Baseball Tournament. First game of the day features the 10th seed Texas A&M Aggies and your 3 seed Fighting Tigers of LSU. Hello, everybody. This is Chris Blair along with Tiger champion Doug Thompson, Mr. LSU Baseball Bill Franquez, and our straw stirring the drink back in the Capital One studios, Mr. Jeff Palermo, welcoming you to Hoover Metropolitan Stadium here in Hoover, Alabama for tonight's play-by-play story. Both the Aggies and the Tigers now 1-1 here in Hoover. Texas A&M fell to Arkansas on Wednesday, then sent South Carolina home yesterday. LSU defeated the Gamecocks on Wednesday morning, but fell to Arkansas last night by a final of 5-4. These two teams met way back in mid-March over in Bryan College Station, with the Tigers taking 2 of 3. But, of course, a lot has changed for both teams, and you get the sense that both head coaches feel satisfied with the objectives coming into this year's tournament. Texas A&M seems to have solidified their pitching staff with 4 starters identified. LSU in their first 2 games are able to get solid pitching from Thatcher Hurd on Wednesday and a solid performance from Nate Ackenhausen and Riley Cooper out of the bullpen. Today, Ty Floyd will go for the Tigers in his 13th start of the season, while junior lefty Will Johnston makes his 5th start of the year for the Aggies. So find your favorite chair, grab your favorite beverage. The winner heads into Saturday's semis, while the loser packs up, heads home, and will prepare for regional play next week. It's Texas A&M, it's LSU, and it's coming up next on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Support your LSU Tigers with Hancock Whitney, the official bank of LSU Athletics. From game day to the offseason, Hancock Whitney LSU credit and debit cards are a big win for any Tiger fan. Want to get your paws on these cards? Well, apply online or visit HancockWhitney.com/LSU. Hancock Whitney Bank, member FDIC. All accounts subject to credit approval. Terms and conditions may apply. Albertsons is making shopping and saving easier than ever. Just For You deals is now Albertsons For You. It's everything you love about Just For You with all new perks. Get rewarded for just being you, including personalized deals, a free item every month, and even a treat on your birthday. With Albertsons For You, you earn points every time you shop and redeem them for discounts on groceries and more. Brand new Albertsons For You members receive $5 off their next $25 or more purchase just for signing up. Download the Albertsons app or simply update your existing mobile app to see your all new, all awesome perks. Albertsons, fresh foods, local flavors.
When you're done listening to the Tigers take another victory, the rest of the city will be waiting. After all, there's a lot more to Baton Rouge than just Saturday nights. From famous historic landmarks to iconic hole-in-the-walls, even some of the world's best blues joints, there's something special around every corner. But these foodie flavors and soulful sounds are just a sample of what Baton Rouge has to offer. Whatever you're into, it's all right here. Go to visitbatonrouge.com and start putting together your post-game playbook.
Back with more from Hoover and the SEC tournament for LSU Fighting Tiger Baseball. Time now for Talking with Tigers on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Back here at Hoover Metropolitan Stadium, LSU versus Texas A&M here in the SEC tournament. Time for Talking with Tigers. We're joined now by LSU pitcher Blake Money. And Blake, 2 games into the SEC tournament, just your thoughts on the pitching. Pitching has been really effective these 2 games, especially you guys out of the bullpen, Ackenhausen and yesterday Cooper have been awesome. Just what you've observed about the Tiger pitching.
Yeah, no, I think the pitching's been really good. I think it's been good from the start with the starters that we've had out there. Thatcher did a great job in game 1, got us off to a great start, and Nate came in and finished the game off, extremely high at a high level, which he's done multiple times for us throughout the year. And then yesterday was Skeens getting a start, and then Cooper to follow. Cooper did great. He went 4 innings, had 7 punch outs, and really, really quieted the Arkansas bats and kept the game at what it was. And, pitching so far has been pretty well for us. Something that gives us confidence in us to build on it. And, we got a bunch of guys down in the pen ready to go today, and every day after that. So we're just looking to keep building off one good day at a time.
How do you guys balance, obviously, wanting to win this tournament with looking ahead to next week when the stakes are even higher?
Yeah, no, I think you just keep it at one game at a time. If you look to next week already, then you're not present of today. And obviously the SEC tournament it's a big tournament, one that we're happy to be in, one that we want to compete hard in, and win every game that we play, especially win the tournament. So for the biggest, our hitters went there and made it extremely hard by strike zone pressure, getting on the plate, putting the ball in play, controlling the free base score and everything like that. And I know the pitchers attacked the zone and filled it up. So. They got a good club, we got a good club, and today's going to be a great day, and I think you're going to see, 2 really good teams going at it.
All right, Blake, really appreciate it. Good luck today.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
Blake Money with us as we're talking with Tigers, part of today's game with the Aggies. Stay with us, a lot more to come after this on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
If you love them enough to turn off your music and pretend like their music is your music.
This is Mommy's jam.
Then surely you'll check NHTSA.gov/the-right. Then surely you'll check NHTSA.gov/the-right seat to make sure they're in the right car seat.
Let's play it again.
Check today at NHTSA.gov/the-right seat. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
We always picture the SEC student athlete for their speed, their vertical, their agility, but it's time we picture them for more. For their campus voice, their community outreach, and for the simple fact that 20 years later, they're still someone's pride and joy. More than students, more than athletes. In the SEC, it just means more.
Not completing high school is more of a social thing than it was an academic thing. Even though all these years have passed, I still had that longing to have my diploma.
At age 30, Carissa finished her high school diploma.
If you're even considering getting your high school diploma, you can do it.
No one gets a diploma alone. If you're thinking of finishing your high school diploma, you have help. Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org. That's finishyourdiploma.org. Brought to you by the Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
We are back on the Cajun Country Rice On Deck Show with LSU Fighting Tiger Baseball on the way. First, time to take a trip around the SEC on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Friday Survival Day here in Hoover as LSU and Texas A&M get together trying to punch their tickets to battle in the semifinals coming up tomorrow here from the Hoover Met. Let's take a look at where we are in the 2023 SEC tournament with a check of the bracket. Once again, here's Bill Franquez. Bill?
Well, thank you, Chris. We started back on Tuesday with the single elimination round as number 6 seed South Carolina blanked number 11 seed Georgia. That eliminated Georgia, of course. Then Texas A&M eliminated Tennessee 7-0. Texas A&M has 2 shutouts in this tournament, and they beat Tennessee back on Tuesday 7-0 to eliminate the Vols. Alabama shut out Kentucky 8-0 as Kentucky was eliminated, and then Auburn beat Missouri 10-4 as Missouri was eliminated from the tournament as well. Then Wednesday begins double elimination play. LSU defeated South Carolina 10-3. Arkansas with a 6-5 11-inning win over Texas A&M on a walk-off home run by Kendall Diggs. Florida with a huge comeback in the bottom of the 11th inning against Alabama. Gators trailed 6-3, scored 4 in the bottom of the 11th. B.T. Riopelle with a game-winning home run to give the Gators a 7-6 win. And then late Wednesday night, Vanderbilt defeated Auburn by a final of 6-4. Then in yesterday's action, Texas A&M recorded its second shutout of this tournament as the Aggies blanked South Carolina 5-0, so the 6-seeded Gamecocks were eliminated from the tournament. Alabama then defeated Auburn 7-4. Auburn eliminated as the number 5 seed. Alabama still alive and will be playing against Vanderbilt in the game after today's game between LSU and Texas A&M. Alabama, the number 9 seed, defeats Auburn yesterday 7-4. LSU just falling short to Arkansas. Arkansas edges the Tigers 5-4. The second-seeded Razorbacks on to the semifinals tomorrow. Third-seeded LSU facing Texas A&M here today. And then last night, Florida defeated Vanderbilt 6-3. So Florida advances to tomorrow's semifinal round, and Vanderbilt, the number 4 seed in the tournament, will be playing Alabama tonight in an elimination game. Florida is the number 1 seed here in Hoover. So that sets it up for today. Texas A&M versus LSU coming up very shortly. The winner advances to tomorrow's semifinal at noon to play Arkansas. And then after today's game for the Tigers and the Aggies, Alabama versus Vanderbilt. The winner of that game advances to play Florida tomorrow afternoon in the second semifinal. So that's where we stand right now, Chris. The Tigers look to stay alive here this afternoon.
All right, thank you, Bill. That's a look at the bracket here in 2023, presented by, around the SEC, I should say, presented by Visit BR. We're ready. Are you? We'll continue with more. Up next, take a look at the starting pitchers for both the Aggies and the Tigers. Doug Thompson will break that down as we lead you up to first pitch just after 3 o'clock as the crowd, the LSU crowd, certainly here. A lot more purple and gold at the moment than we see the maroon or crimson of Texas A&M. So it should be kind of a home field for Jay Johnson and the Tigers here on Friday. We'll continue with more after this on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
When it comes to investing in your home's comfort, it's never just one thing. You want to make sure you get an air-conditioned system that's reliable, affordable, energy efficient, backed by a strong warranty, and is installed by a dealer you can trust. That's why people who insist on the best choose Trane. Plus, right now, Trane is offering special financing. So what's not to love? Visit TraneSouth.com to find a local Trane dealer today. It's hard to stop a Trane. Subject to credit approval. Ask for details. Hey Tiger fans 12 and younger, don't miss your chance to be a part of Mike's Kids Club, presented by Shell, the exclusive kids club of LSU Athletics. Join Mike's Kids Club for only $25. Get the official Mike's Kids Club t-shirt, free admission to select LSU athletic events, and much, much more. To learn about upcoming events and to join, please visit LSUMKC.com. The Mike's Kids Club, presented by Shell. NIL is dominating the college sports scene, and LSU has positioned itself at the front of the pack. But to remain competitive and stay ahead of the rest, we need your support. Bayou Traditions is the official NIL collective of LSU Athletics. Join the tradition and become a member by signing up online at BayouTraditionsCollective.com. Members receive exclusive access to LSU student athletes that you can't get anywhere else. Help ensure LSU remains a leader in the NIL arena. Sign up today at BayouTraditionsCollective.com.
Coverage of the SEC tournament in Hoover continues. Here's a scouting report on the game's starting pitchers from the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Both teams getting ready to go to start the afternoon here in Hoover. Survival Friday. The Aggies and Tigers both come in 1-1 here so far in the SEC tournament. Time now to take a look at the starting pitchers for both Texas A&M and LSU. With that, once again, here's Doug Thompson. Doug?
We'll start off with the home team Aggies. It'll be Will Johnson, 6'3", 215-pound lefty. He's a junior. He actually pitched and earned the win in Game 3 of that opening weekend of SEC play out in College Station. He worked 3 innings pitched in that game, allowing 1 hit, no runs. He had no walks and 3 strikeouts. A lefty, 90-94, curveball, 81-86. Slider will be 78-82, and he throws a changeup in there as well in the low 80s. Sound familiar? It should. That's about what we saw yesterday, almost a carbon copy from the 2 pitchers that we faced in yesterday's game. So for the Tigers, they'll roll out with Ty Floyd. This will be his 51st career appearance, his 23rd start. The junior from Rockmart, Georgia, has pitched pretty well over his last 3 starts. He defeated Georgia on May 19th, limiting the Bulldogs to 4 runs on 5 hits and 7 innings. He had only 1 walk with 7 strikeouts. Against Mississippi State, he posted a career-high 10 punch-outs on May 13th and 6 innings of work with 1 walk. And then in 3 2/3 innings against Auburn, he recorded 9 strikeouts, just lost. The wheels fell off a little bit. But what you heard me say a lot is a lot of strikeouts, and he also only walked 1 in the start before that on April 22nd against Ole Miss. So the key to this game will be for Thatcher Hurd to kind of follow the same carbon copy for Ty Floyd to follow that same carbon copy that Thatcher Hurd laid out. If you fall behind, get even, and then get ahead as quickly as you can and try to make these guys get themselves out. So look for another good outing from Ty Floyd. He's been pretty good over his last 3 starts.
Again, it'll be junior left-hander Will Johnston for Texas A&M, and as Doug mentioned, junior right-hander Ty Floyd going for LSU. We'll continue with more. I had a chance to visit with head coach Jay Johnson, talk about last night, talk about today's game, and the future as LSU moving into the postseason here in 2023. Coach Jay Johnson coming up next on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Are you a homeowner looking to keep your home cool while saving money? Perhaps you're an HVAC contractor who wants to offer customers more efficient, more consistent home comfort. Luxair is the name to know for unmistakably efficient and reliable home cooling, and great business building programs for contractors too. Contact your Luxair dealer to find out more. Or if you're a contractor, visit solarsupplyluxair.com to learn about working with Luxair. The LSU Tigers excel due to great preparation, talent, and execution. Those same principles are what make National Trent Safety the leader in the trench safety equipment industry. National Trent Safety is recognized across the country as the trench and traffic safety specialist, supporting the equipment rental and engineering needs for the refining, chemical, pipeline, power, transportation, and municipal market. Visit ntsafety.com today for more details. Remember, if it's in the trench, over the trench, or around the trench, National Trent Safety has you covered. Go Tigers! Tigers are your team, and Super One Foods is your grocery store. They offer super low prices from the moment you walk in their door, starting with the hottest deals on their famous wall of values. You'll get super savings on fresh produce, meat cut fresh daily, and all of your favorite brands throughout the store. Shop Super One Foods online or in store for super low prices on game day and every day. Go Tigers and go Super One Foods. Hub International is Louisiana's premier employee benefits and commercial insurance brokerage. Hub can insure just about any risk that your business faces. Did you know Hub even insured the bonuses for our football coaches in 2022? Hub specializes in the construction, healthcare, real estate, and hospitality industries. Chances are you're probably already doing business with someone who does business with Hub. Turn to the agency that the Tigers, Saints, and Pelicans choose. Hub International. Visit them today at hubinternational.com.
Time to visit with the top Tiger, head coach Jay Johnson, as we continue from Hoover and the SEC tournament. Presented by Hancock Whitney on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Coach, again, great to be with you. Great to join the team. Had a chance to get here yesterday. Again, came up short. It's a classic game, 5-4. You had the opportunities late. Kind of what was the message to the team? Because, again, I thought Riley Cooper did an excellent job keeping you within striking distance. And as I said, there in the top of the 9th inning, just a hit away.
Yeah, I wanted to learn from the things that separated winning and losing yesterday. It was a very small margin for error. And when you're facing good pitchers like Smith and Holland, you got to take advantage of your opportunities, and you can't make mistakes on defense. And we had the catcher's interference, and then we had the base running mistake in the middle of the game when it was still plenty early enough for us to score. I mean, those were probably the two plays that were the difference in winning and losing yesterday. So we'll learn from that, get right back on it today, facing another really good team.
Didn't get a chance to talk to you before yesterday's game, but Arkansas, you played early in the SEC race. Texas A&M is your opener, way back when. How important was it to watch that series you played in versus what they've done the last couple of weeks?
Yeah, I think it's more important where they're at right now. I think that this age player, they change day to day, and you can certainly have things that are relevant from middle of March, but much more relevant in what's happened recently, both for their team and for our team, all the same.
Let's talk about Ty Floyd again. He's really pitched well for you here of late. What was the message to Ty going into this one?
Yeah, I think he's got a good template for what he needs to do both mentally and physically. He's executed in really 4 of the last 5 outings, in my opinion, and just need him to do that. If he does that, he can have success.
I know we saw Will Johnston, who's going to get the start today for Texas A&M, out of the bullpen. I know this, I believe, is maybe his 5th start of the year. What do we know about Johnston?
Well, I think he's one of the more talented guys in the league. I always thought that, going into that series, he was the guy that was pinpointed, and if there was going to be a leverage game, he was going to be in the game, and they ultimately decided they need more innings out of him, so they've made him a starter. And he pitched good last week at Mississippi State. We got to pinch him into the strike zone. We got to do a little better job battling with 2 strikes than we did yesterday. And again, I give all the credit to those Arkansas pitchers. We did part of our plan well. We just need to finish it off a little better.
All right, Coach, always good to see you. Best of luck today. Get after him.
Awesome. Thanks, Chris.
Head Coach Jay Johnson, everybody. We'll continue with more. Come back, get the starting lineups, and then get you ready for first pitch, first game of the day here on Friday. Tigers trying to stay alive, get to the semifinals. They battle Texas A&M. It's coming up on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Hey, hon, what you doing with your phone? Taking pictures?
No, I'm asking it questions.
Like what?
Hey, Bobo, do flowers have best friends?
I'm sorry. I'm afraid I don't know that.
Hey, follow me. I want to show you something. Look, flowers do have best friends.
Whoa.
Some answers can only be found in nature. Discover the unsearchable. Visit discovertheforest.org to find a trail near you. Brought to you by the United States Forest Service and the Ad Council.
The passion, the tradition, the rivalries. SiriusXM is your destination for all things college sports, and we've got your school covered. On SEC Radio, there's complete coverage of every school in the conference, including live games, plus 24/7 talk and analysis. So cheer along online or on the SiriusXM app and listen to your favorite team anywhere. And now, as a college student, you can stream your first 3 months of SiriusXM for $1. Fees and taxes apply. See offer details and subscribe now at SiriusXM.com/SEC Sports.
You took the first step and quit smoking, but even former smokers may still be at risk for lung cancer. That's why SaveByTheScan.org wants you to know about a new low-dose CT scan that can detect lung cancer early. It takes only 60 seconds and could save your life. You took the first step, now take the next. Visit SaveByTheScan.org for a simple quiz to see if you're eligible and talk to your doctor about screening. SaveByTheScan.org is brought to you by the American Lung Association's Lung Force Initiative and the Ad Council.
First pitch from Hoover in the SEC tournament is just around the corner. But first, here's a look at the starting lineups on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Getting ready to start Friday's action here. Day 4 of the SEC tournament. LSU and Texas A&M trying to survive. Both teams 1-1 so far here in Hoover. Let's take a look at the starting lineups. First for the home-standing Texas A&M Aggies. They will be the home team in today's game. They're 34-24 on the season. They finished 14-16 in the SEC. Hunter Haas will lead it off, the shortstop, a junior, batting .321. Jack Moss will follow him, the Aggie first baseman, a junior, hitting .359. Trevor Warner will bat third and play third, the junior, hitting .262. Jace Lavalette, freshman right fielder, batting .296, will bat cleanup today for Coach Schlossnagle. Jordan Thompson, Texas A&M has their own Jordan Thompson. He'll be in center field, batting 5th today. Ryan Targash will be in left field, batting 6th. Austin Bose, the Aggie second baseman, will be in the 7 hole. Brett Minnick will be the DH, and he will bat 8th. And Max Coffer will be behind the plate, starting as Texas A&M's catcher. Now for your Fighting Tigers of LSU. Again, A&M coming in the 10 seed in this tournament. LSU the number 3 seed. Tigers 43-14 on the year. Again, 19-10 their regular season SEC mark. They'll have Dylan Cruz again atop the order, the center fielder, a junior, batting .421. Trey Morgan will be in left field today, batting second in the order with a .313 average. Hayden Travinsky moves up a spot. He'll bat third and get the start behind the plate, catching the junior red hot. .429, went 4 for 4 yesterday in the Tigers' loss. Cade Beloso will be the DH. He will bat cleanup today. Jared Jones will be at first base. The freshman gets the start. He will bat fifth. Gavin Dugas will bat sixth, the second baseman. Braden Joubert will get the start today for Tommy White, who again needed the day off, according to Jay Johnson. So Joubert will play third, bat seventh. Jordan Thompson will be the shortstop, batting eighth. And Paxton Kling will get the start, his 22nd of the year. He will start in right field and bat ninth. That's a look at the starting lineups. We're moments away from getting started. We'll take a final timeout, come back, and get going. Texas A&M and LSU here from the Hoover Met in the SEC tournament on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Together, we are partners, setting a new standard for health. Together, we prove that no matter how battle-tested we are, our spirit remains undefeated. Our Lady of the Lake and LSU are creating transformational change and impacting Louisiana with a new standard for healthcare, research, and education. Together, Our Lady of the Lake and LSU are champions for Louisiana. Together, we roar. Learn more at ololrmc.com/LSU.
Will Scott Mobile Mini is the global leader in modular offices and storage containers. Keep your products safe and secure with our wide array of vault-like storage containers. Need shelves and lighting for your container? We can help. We have the right container for your industrial, commercial, or residential storage needs. All of our offices are delivered ready to work with customizable furniture options to fit any need. Give us a call at 800-841-7016 or visit our website at www.mobilemini.com.
Unrivaled content, unprecedented access. LSU Gold, powered by Bayou Traditions, is the only place for exclusive behind-the-scenes content featuring your favorite LSU teams. It's all access to the Tigers all year long, from pregame warm-ups to postgame celebrations and every moment in between. You can watch LSU Gold anywhere, anytime, and on your favorite device. Go to lsu.gold today to sign up for your free 7-day trial, so you can be there for each step of LSU's championship journeys. That's lsu.gold.
17 SEC championships.
The flag climb ours in the pitch.
34 NCAA tournament appearances.
Swung on and hit the right field. Way back there. Way back there.
18 trips to Omaha. 6 national titles. The powerhouse of college baseball. This is LSU Fighting Tiger Baseball on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Before we send it out to Hoover, Alabama, let's take 10 seconds for station identification here on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Your home for LSU Fighting Tiger Baseball, the LSU Sports Radio Network, and streaming on the LSU Sports mobile app.
Now let's send it out to Hoover, Alabama. Chris Blair along with Bill Franquez and Doug Thompson. Take it away, guys.
Thank you, Jeff. Welcome, everybody, to Hoover Metropolitan Stadium here on a Friday afternoon. We get things started in day 4 of the SEC tournament. LSU and Texas A&M to do battle, trying to stay alive. Again, Arkansas last night gets by the Tigers 5-4 the final. They move into the semifinals, and then later in the evening, it was Florida and Vanderbilt doing battle. Again, these two teams on the diamond today trying to get to Saturday. As I mentioned in the open, both teams really feel like they've accomplished their goals coming into Hoover. Both teams set for postseason play. Again, LSU feels like they've done enough, most agree, to be hosting. Anywhere predicted, I think, to be the 4th seed overall in the NCAA tournament. But again, a chance for Ty Floyd today to get some work. He'll be called upon next week to be sure in that all-important regional. We'll see him get the start today. And Will Johnston for Texas A&M kind of emerging as a possible 4th starter for Coach Schlossnagle and company. So he also will benefit from the work today. Again, inside the booth here, along with Tiger champ Doug Thompson, Mr. LSU Baseball Bill Franquez. And guys, as I mentioned, I think both teams satisfied with what they've been able to do thus far. It's not to say they don't want to beat each other today and move on, but I think both coaches would tell you they're happy with what they came over here to accomplish. And win or lose, they'll be ready for NCAA play next week.
I think you're absolutely right. I know Jay Johnson said even before this tournament started, he felt like LSU had done what it needed to do, that it had played itself into position to be a top 8 national seed to host not only a regional, but if the Tigers would win the regional, be a host for a super regional as well. And I think winning the game with South Carolina on Wednesday just solidified that belief. And LSU right now has an RPI of number 4 in the nation. The Tigers have been in the top 5 all season long. So no matter what the outcome of the game does, they almost certainly will be in a regional somewhere.
They're just about set to go. Dylan Cruz again atop the order. Tigers again without Tommy White today, taking the day off. Going to get a little break here today. So Cruz, of course, able to reach base last night. First by walk, but then a home run in the top of the 9th. As the first delivery is a called strike from Johnston, and we are underway. Time of first pitch, 3:02 Central Time. Again, the weather could not be better this week. I'll tell you that after the 0-1. Inside, missing, ball 1, 1 ball and 1 strike. Again, the temperature's right where you thought it would be, in the upper 80s, but there is a slight breeze. Humidity not near as high during the daytime as it is at night here in Hoover. The 1-1. Sent back foul into the screen as Cruz just missed on a fastball from Johnston. Falls behind in the count 1-2. 87 degrees currently, partly cloudy skies, but otherwise an absolutely beautiful day for college baseball here in late May. 1-2 the count. Johnston, the left-hander, fires, and Cruz launches this one to left center field. Jordan Thompson, though, able to get over to it in time, shy of the track. One of the deepest parts of the park. And Cruz retired, 1 away, and we'll see Trey Morgan, who again this week had played at first base. He'll be in left field today, as we saw the majority of this season. And Morgan will come to the plate. Again, an excellent job in yesterday's game. In fact, had a really good week. He and Hayden Travinski both. Morgan coming in, batting .571 now through 2 games. So Morgan stands in. The first pitch off speed, and a strike on the inside corner will make it 0-1. Travinski, by the way, has certainly had the hot bat, batting .625 through 2 games here in Hoover. Lefty on lefty matchup, and the pitch, a strike at the letters, and now a fastball puts Morgan behind in the count, 0-2.
Yeah, Will Johnson looks good right now, and if there's any good news, the Tigers have seen this guy the last game. I mean, it's really the same stuff.
Light comebacker to the mound. Johnston almost slipped, picks it up though, and throws to first just in time to beat Morgan for the second out.
Limping a little bit out there.
Yep, he kind of planted and then slipped, and after throwing the baseball to first, he started to really give to that left leg. So they're going to bring the trainer out. Take a look at Will Johnston there. Again, he came off the mound. That ball just barely come off the bat of Morgan. He had to come off quickly, and then just kind of, when he planted, looked awkward as he turned.
He rolled his ankle just a hair bit as he was trying to field the ball, and he'll be all right. But he looks like he's hobbled up out there pretty good.
Well, to our point earlier about Johnston really emerging as one of those 4th starters for Coach Schlossnagle. Again, they're going to probably have a longer conversation than Will Johnston wants to, as he's trying to tell him he's all right, and it looks like he's able to fend off the trainers and the coaching staff, and he will stay on the mound, because sure, they do not want to mess around if there's anything uncomfortable for Johnston in today's outing. So 2 outs. Cruz and Morgan retired, and we'll see that red-hot bat of Hayden Travinski.
And Johnston's got some really impressive numbers. They just fired the first warm-up pitch wildly away from the catcher. But it looks like he's going to be okay, but he's got some really impressive strikeout numbers, Doug. 61 strikeouts in only 39 and a third innings, but he has given up 8 home runs. As Doug noted earlier, he was very effective in relief against the Tigers back in week 1 of the regular season of SEC play.
So Johnston will remain out there. Hayden Travinski will dig in with 2 outs here, top of the first, just underway. Cruz with a fly out to left center, and then a comebacker to the mound. Got Morgan 1-3. Appeal down to first, and Travinski stayed away from the pitch. Fastball up in the zone, and it's 1-0.
Yeah, he's throwing hard. 93 to 95 from the left side.
That will play. Here's the 1-0. Again, missed high. Fastball at 93. Moves it now 2 balls, no strikes to Hayden Travinski. Travinski, as I mentioned, 5 for 8, went 4 for 4 yesterday. He scored 2 runs. He's driven in 2 runs. Makes this team all that much more difficult in the lineup when Travinski's swinging like he is. 2-0 is a strike on the inside corner, make it 2-1. Our umpires, Brandon Cooper at first, Javero January at second base, Scott Klein at third, and Jeff Head, veteran SEC umpire behind the plate, calling balls and strikes. The 2-1 popped up. It will find the seats left of us. And it's now 2 balls, 2 strikes to Hayden Travinski.
Giving an indication of how far Hayden Travinski has come over the past 2.5 months. He didn't even play in the Texas A&M series back in mid-March.
Oh, yeah. Not even close to the lineup.
2-2, fastball with a strike at the knees. So Johnston, smooth sailing here in the top of the first. 1-2-3 go the Tigers. We move now to the bottom of the first inning, a half inning in the books here in Hoover. Scoreless. Aggies come to the plate next on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Our love bugs and companions. They are our pets, our family, and they make life better. When we face unexpected challenges, so do our pets. That's why we're on a mission to support people and their pets. Whether donating a bag of kibble, sharing an Instagram post of a lost cat, or welcoming a foster pet into your home, every bit of kindness counts. Visit petsandpeopletogether.org to learn how to be a helper in your community. Brought to you by Maddie's Fund, the Humane Society of the United States, and the Ad Council.
The passion, the tradition, the rivalries. SiriusXM is your destination for all things college sports, and we've got your school covered. On SEC Radio, there's complete coverage of every school in the conference, including live games, plus 24/7 talk and analysis. So cheer along online or on the SiriusXM app and listen to your favorite team anywhere. And now, as a college student, you can stream your first 3 months of SiriusXM for $1. Fees and taxes apply. See offer details and subscribe now at SiriusXM.com/SEC Sports.
Hi, we're the Goo Goo Dolls. We're fortunate that our daughters have what they need to grow and learn. But that isn't the case for nearly 13 million kids in the U.S. that struggle with hunger.
Childhood hunger is a heartbreaking reality that Feeding America is working to change. Each year, the Feeding America network of food banks rescues billions of pounds of good food that would have gone to waste and provides it to families and children in need.
You can help kids in need in your community by visiting feedingamerica.org.
Brought to you by Feeding America and the Ad Council.
Coverage continues from Hoover in the SEC Tournament. Fighting Tiger Baseball on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Texas A&M coming to the plate. Bottom of the first inning, scoreless. The Tigers went quietly 1-2-3. We'll see leading things off Hunter Haas, Jack Moss, and Trevor Werner for the Aggies. But Doug, I just wanted to address this right out of the top of the broadcast. I know a lot of people thought we were punishing Bill Franquez having to stand behind us. But first of all, it's a pretty intimate booth, let's put it that way. Pretty tight quarters in here.
It is.
And I honestly got a couple of chairs, a stool, and again, Franquez prefers to stand up, so it's not on you.
No. Of course, naturally, I've asked for years, Bill, you went, nope.
I'm very well taken care of here, and I must say, in my advancing age, it feels better to stand up than to sit down.
Advancing age,
Yeah.
Come on. Come on, Bill. Leading things off, Hunter Haas, a right-hander. Ty Floyd fires in a fastball at 95, and it's 0-1. Bill, we've talked about the last couple of weeks, Doug, you and I as well, about the fact that Ty Floyd really has provided a solid Game 2 starter on the weekends, as there's a beautiful breaking ball in for a strike to get ahead now of Haas. 0-2. Really probably suffered some tough luck this season, but he has pitched well enough to be the number 2 starter for the Tigers, and you feel good about going into the postseason with him backing up or even leading off the weekend. That one short of the plate, and it's 1 ball, 2 strikes.
One walk in each start in his last 3 starts, and that'll get it done. That keeps you in the game. That challenging the strike zone when you throw it in there 95 to 97 plays.
Here's the 1-2 from Floyd, and it missed outside. Fastball, the gun says, at 96. Again, we've got 2 radar guns here, one on the scoreboard, one on the television. So it's almost like you got to split the difference.
Yeah,
that one to 96 on TV, 97 on the board. Let's just say fast. Here's the 2-2. Swing and a miss. Got him with a breaking ball. Chased it away from the right-hander. And Floyd starts out with a strikeout, one gone here in the bottom of the first. That retires Haas. We'll see Jack Moss.
Great start for Ty Floyd. Now, Hunter Haas is a guy, Doug, that LSU simply could not get out in the regular season series, so that's a good start for Ty.
Yeah, it was, and that was a sharp breaking pitch out of the strike zone for strike 3.
So now we'll see Jack Moss, the first baseman, a junior, hitting .359 coming into today. He's a left-handed hitter. And Floyd delivers a fastball for a strike on the inner half, and it's 0-1.
Yeah, it's weird how the TV and the scoreboard, it's at least a mile an hour off every pitch.
Here's the 0-1. Just missed the outside corner with that breaking ball, and it's 1 ball, 1 strike. The 1-1 at the belt for a strike, off speed. 1-2, and it looks like maybe they heard us because now they're not putting it up on the scoreboard. Maybe they're trying to get it fixed. They're going to put on a semi-shift here. In fact, pretty extreme shift. No, they're going to hold up third baseman Warner left of second base. They'll have 3 infielders to the right as that pitch missed outside, or I should say, Braden Jobert for the Tigers. He'll now switch again. So you've got 3 infielders right of second base. 1 to the left side of the diamond. The 2-2 is a ground ball but foul down the first base line. Keeps the count 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Now, looking at Ty Floyd's last 3 starts, he's worked 16 2/3 innings in those 3 starts and had 26 strikeouts. So he's been very effective.
And what, 3 walks? Something like that? 4 walks?
The 2-2 hammered back foul into the screen.
Well, he had that kind of odd start at Auburn where he was just lights out for 3 innings with 9 strikeouts and ran into trouble in the 4th inning with his control. But since that time, this last 2 starts against Mississippi State and Georgia, control hasn't been an issue at all. You're right, Doug.
1 out for the Aggies. Moss at the plate. Here's the 2-2 pitch, and again sent foul down the line and left out of play.
And even at Ole Miss, I think what does it say here? He went 8 1/3 and only had 1 walk. And that was on the 22nd of April. So
yeah, that was another excellent outing.
In the course of the year, 76 strikeouts, 28 walks, about 3-1. That's not too bad.
Another 2-2 pitch upcoming. The right-hander fires to the plate. Just missed high at the letters. That'll fill the count now 3-2 to Moss, who again bats .359. He's got 35 runs batted in, 37 strikeouts, 44 walks earned for Moss. 1 out, nobody on. Scoreless game early. Payoff pitch, missed high. That's ball 4. So Moss will head down to first. That will bring up Trevor Warner, the third baseman, a junior, hitting .262 for the Aggies.
College umpires are missing 7% of 100 pitches. They miss about 7 pitches out of every 100 that are strikes. That's a lot. That's a lot. And right there on that 2-2 pitch from Ty Floyd, the one that they miss most often is at the top of the strike zone. I think that one could have gone either way.
So now we'll see the first delivery, and the pitch to Werner misses outside. Slider off the mark. Werner not chasing, and it's 1-0. Moss 3 for 5 in stolen bases. Has a healthy lead off first, and the pitch sent back foul into the screen. Evens it up now 1-1 on a fastball at 96. Getting a slight breeze here, not a lot of wind, but when it has blown, after we arrived here at the Met today, it's blown in. 1 ball, 1 strike, the count to Werner. Pitch just missed, maybe by a baseball or 2 off the outside corner. It's now 2-1.
That's the 50-50 zone. They say a ball around the strike zone, around the edge, it's 50-50. It could go either way these days.
Again, Moss with a lead off first. The 2-1 pitch. That one's down the middle. Jeff Head knew it and called it a strike. 2-2 with that fastball offering from Floyd.
Ty's come a long way since week 1 of SEC play when he last pitched against Texas A&M. Went just 3 1/3 innings, gave up 5 runs on 4 hits with 3 strikeouts, but I think he's a different pitcher now.
The 2-2 delivery. Ground ball towards the shortstop. Could be two. Flip to Dugas. Relay to first and not in time. Able to beat it out is Werner. They'll get the lead runner in Moss. Thankfully, that was a hard-hit ground ball to Thompson because Moss had pretty much taken off. It was about halfway between first and second when contact was made, but they'll get the lead runner for out number 2. That puts Werner aboard on a fielder's choice, and with 2 down, we will now see coming to the plate Jace Lavalette.
Trevor Werner can really run for a big guy. He's 6'3", 225 pounds, and he is 12 of 15 in the stolen base department. That looked like a double play all day.
So now another left-hander in Lavalette and a throw over. As Ty Floyd has another turn, throw over to first, and very close, just sliding under is Werner. He's back safely.
I really don't think I would be able to even make a move back to first, but I think I would be dead in my tracks. I mean, that is a lightning fast pickoff move from Ty Floyd.
Another quick one. This was close. Just under again is Werner. Oh boy, did he look like he had him.
If you have Trey Morgan over there, who's a left-handed thrower, that's a pick. It's tough for that right-hander. Would catch that ball with his left hand and come back down and get the tag. That was all over him.
Not sure if Werner was leaning, but he certainly took some time before reacting. This one launched in the air, shallow left field, foul territory. Morgan going over, and it's just out of his reach as he slides near the side wall. That'll move the count now to Lavalette, 0-2.
Tigers have that hybrid defense going again with Jordan Thompson playing in shallow right field. Braden Jobert is actually now in the shortstop position, playing just to the left of the second base bag, and Gavin Dugas is at third base.
Well, I bet Jobert hadn't played there since he was like 11.
Talked to Jay before the game today, asked him about that move we saw yesterday on 2 occasions. He said that's the way we're going now with pull hitters.
Oh.
So something new, a new wrinkle, and we should see it a lot here in the postseason. 2 outs and the 0-2. Missed high for ball 1.
Well, but they did it yesterday with a lefty up there.
They did it, yeah. All the left toward by the middle of the game, every left-handed hitter for Arkansas, LSU employed that defense.
Huh.
After Brady Slavin singled right up the middle early in the game, then they seemed to make that adjustment.
Another go over to first, and again, very close. Werner just getting back. The throw a little bit low. Over to first from Floyd, but very quick move. And we'll see a replay here. Is that throw to Jones?
Oh, they should review that. No.
Oh, he just missed with the tag.
Wow, I mean, by the lace of the glove.
Jams him up in on the hands with that delivery, fouls it back softly into the screen. It's now still 1 ball, 2 strikes to Lavalette.
Texas A&M has not had a great offensive year. They're hitting only .268 as a team. 89 doubles, 80 home runs, but they do like to run. 89 steals this year for the Aggies in 107 attempts.
Yeah, I mean, just to put that in perspective, LSU has what? 28 stolen bases and 37 attempts.
Yeah.
2 outs, runner on, scoreless game here, bottom of the first inning. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Lavalette. Here's the pitch from Floyd inside. This gets away from Travinsky, rolls to the backstop, and that will give Werner second base. So now a runner in scoring position for the first time in this game with 2 outs and a 2-2 count.
I don't know if Travinsky got crossed up or that one just got away from him. That was a burner fastball, missed off the inside corner by a pretty good bit, but it almost knocked his glove off, it looked like.
And talking to Andrew Monaco, play-by-play voice for Texas A&M, Bill, to your point, he talked about, again, now that the pitching is a little more solidified, that's why they're more optimistic in Aggie land. Here's the 2-2, swing and a miss. And Ty Floyd blows that 94-mile-an-hour heater by him, and that'll end it for the Aggies. We've played 1 here in Hoover. No runs, no hits. They leave 1 man on. We now move to the top of the second. Tigers will have Beloso, Jones, and Dugas when we return on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Albertsons is making shopping and saving easier than ever. Just For You deals is now Albertsons For You. It's everything you love about Just For You with all new perks. Get rewarded for just being you, including personalized deals, a free item every month, and even a treat on your birthday. With Albertsons For You, you earn points every time you shop and redeem them for discounts on groceries and more. Brand new Albertsons For You members receive $5 off their next $25 or more purchase just for signing up. Download the Albertsons app or simply update your existing mobile app to see your all-new, all-awesome perks. Albertsons. Fresh foods, local flavors.
LSU Tiger fans are gearing up with real Tigers apparel and merchandise from the official online store at lsushop.net. Get jerseys, sideline gear, polos, t-shirts, hats, official team merchandise from Nike, accessories, and much more. Over 3,600 products, all shipped right to your door. Head to the place real Tiger fans go for the selection only real Tiger fans get at lsushop.net.
It takes true grit to wake up every morning dedicated to a higher standard of work. At H&E Equipment Services, we're leveraging our national fleet of equipment with a local approach, working closely with customers to understand their needs and provide them reliability, fair prices, and the support of a first-class service team. We're an equipment company, run by equipment people. Where others stop, we continue. H&E Equipment Services, the higher standard in equipment rentals, sales, parts, and service.
Coverage continues from Hoover in the SEC Tournament. Fighting Tiger Baseball on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Scoreless, we head to the top of the second inning. LSU coming to the plate. Cade Beloso going to lead it off. First pitch on its way, and a strike at the knees on the inner half, and it's 0-1. Beloso batting for the first time today. 305 average on the season. Prior to the start of today's game, we saw two SEC legends honored. Two great players, Frank Thomas and LSU's Todd Walker, throwing out the ceremonial first pitch prior to today's game. Both threw a pretty good pitch to the plate, too, by the way.
Todd, I need him to have a little more velo on it. I mean, he acted like he was, 60 years old. He just turned 50 yesterday.
Pitch high and inside to Beloso makes it 2-1.
I wasn't real happy with him. I'm going to tell him. Talked to him yesterday and asked him if he wanted to play golf. He says he no longer plays golf. He's just a pickleball guy now. He plays 3 hours of pickleball a day, he claims.
2-1. Fouled off the bat of Beloso into the screen. 2-2.
Well, both Todd and Frank Thomas look like they could still swing it pretty well.
Oh, man.
How big is Frank Thomas, by the way? Oh, my God.
He's a massive dude. How about Frank Thomas, the only SEC player in the Baseball Hall of Fame?
Here's a line drive, one bouncer, and it then bounces away from Boast, who was playing in shallow right field. Looked like he might have a chance to take it on the bounce. It would have been a long throw, but after it hit the grass, spun behind him, didn't even get a glove on it. So a little bit of English off that hit from Cade Beloso, and the Tigers have their first hit of the game, the leadoff man aboard here in the top of the second.
Yeah, that hit and spun hard right. A tough play there and a tough break for the Aggies. Cade Beloso with the first knock of the game for either side.
So now we'll see. Jared Jones getting the start today again with Tommy White out of the lineup. Again, we're told, Bill, as you let us know once the lineups were posted, just getting the day off here, getting a little bit of rest. So Jones, again, plenty of power in that bat. Struggled down the stretch here in his freshman campaign, but always a threat when at the plate. First pitch from Johnston. Missed too far inside at the knees, and it's 1-0.
Yeah, he has had a rough time in recent weeks. However, still voted freshman All-SEC by the league coaches. He's had a very strong
outside, and that'll make it 2-0 to Jones.
Yeah, 14 homers, by the way, in, let's see, about 50 less at bats, 60 less at bats than Tommy White or Dylan Cruz.
2-0 pitch, high and outside by Johnston. It's now 3-0.
That's right, Doug. I mean, those 14 homers represent the third highest total on the LSU club behind White and Cruz.
So a 3-0 count to Jones. Beloso down at first. Johnston fires and misses low for ball 4. Great at bat for Jared Jones. Didn't get anything to hit. He'll gladly take first base. Now the Tigers have runners first and second, as we'll see Gavin Dugas come to the plate. Dugas so far this week Again, 2 for 6, batting .333. He's earned a couple of walks. So struck out 3 times here in Hoover. But a chance here to get the Tigers on the board. Nobody out. Runners first and second. Dugas skies one to center field. Jordan Thompson going back shy of the track with room. Now coming up. He'll make the catch. And again, Beloso trying to get to third. A weak throw from center field. Not in time. And then Jones trying to get to second. The throw back to Boast, and he applies the tag. Jones didn't like it. LSU doesn't like it. They want a review. So Beloso took off from second with that one deep to center field. That one a little scary, but Thomas with a light throw. No chance to get Beloso at third, but then Jones a little late to the party, decided to try to get to second, and on that throw, it was on the money, a little extended, and the foot is on the bag. He is way safe.
Yeah, that was a great heads-up play there. Jordan Thompson, the center fielder for Texas A&M, by the way, got behind it, threw a dart into third base. It was offline a little bit, and when Trevor Werner realized that Beloso was going to be safe, he quickly came out like you're supposed to do and tried to backpick Jones, who was trying to take second. It was really a bang-bang play at second base. Nice job by the big guy, Jared Jones, to get in there hard and go down.
Tag was late applied by the Aggies, but I think they're going to take a look and see if when his foot was up, the tag was applied. You'll see it here. Foot goes up, and then he gets it back with the right foot.
It basically stays on the bag the whole time. I mean, it's going to be tough to tell if he ever came off the bag.
Oh, you see his foot come off the bag.
Well, no, I know, but right when that foot's coming off, the other foot's coming on, and then his butt and his back, and he basically ends up with his shoulders on the bag at the end of the play.
You know, we've talked in recent weeks about how aggressive Jared is on the base pass for a guy his size, and that was another example. Appears as if he made a good play. Again, I'm kind of with you, Doug.
They need to slow it down. They haven't slowed it down for us yet.
To be able to tell if
both feet were off the bag
They're
at the same time.
To you. All right.
There's the left foot. He's in.
The bag.
No tag. Foot comes up. Tag
on the bag. Yeah,
there was a split second where there was no feet on the bag. See right there. He's got neither foot on the bag.
Dang it, Blair. Why do you have to be right about this one?
I thought he was safe. Again, we can't see.
You're right. It was less than the blink of an eye. That's his dadgum shame.
Now, we have to assume, based on that camera angle, that the tag was applied. We don't see the tag. We see the glove disappear.
After review, the call of out at second stands. LSU is charged with its first challenge for the game.
No, that's right. I almost wish I could call down to the dugout and tell Jay.
Beloso still at third, but it certainly changes the complexion here. The Tigers would have had runners second and third with one out. Now it will be up to Braden Jobert, today's starting third baseman, to try to get Beloso home and get on the board for the Tigers.
Well, he already has one 2-run dinger with 2 outs in this tournament. Why not another?
Johnston fires, and it misses off speed high for ball 1. Jobert in the double-digit home run club for the Tigers. He's got 10 on the season. The 1-0 stays away from a breaking pitch low and away, and it's 2 balls, no strikes.
Jobert with 2 hits in this tournament, including that 2-run homer against South Carolina. He's also scored a couple of runs.
Beloso down at third, 2 outs in a scoreless game, top of the second. Johnston rocks, and the 2-0 pitch. Short of the plate. Got away from Coffer, but up the third base line, and that will keep Beloso at third. And a 3-0 count here to Beloso. And again, you remember on the first couple of pitches for Johnston, comebacker off the bat of Morgan. He kind of stumbled, turned his ankle, throwing the baseball to first. They kept him in. The 3-0. Take is on. It's a strike. It's 3-1.
Good pitch there and a good take from Jobert.
So the 3-1 pitch swung on, one hopper, and it gets by Austin Boast at second into right field. Beloso will score easily, and the Tigers take the early lead, 1-0. As Braden Jobert with the RBI single. That's RBI number 37 on the year.
Well, I think you're right. I think it should be ruled an RBI single. It'll be interesting. I mean, it was right at him. I personally wouldn't have gotten in front of him. of that ball, but he didn't either. Austin Bose, you can't really blame him. They did rule that an infield hit. And Chris, we talked about it the other day, or maybe it was you and I, Bill. When he hits the ball, doesn't it seem like it just comes off a little hotter than the other kids? I mean, this ball was out there in a hurry, and as you can see on the replay, Bose wasn't able to get the glove down.
That ball was absolutely smashed that time by Jobert. 3 hits now for Braden, 3 RBI in the tournament.
Jordan Thompson sitting in the 8th spot in today's order, takes the first pitch. It's 0-1. Bill, make another note. Tigers score again with 2 outs in the inning.
Yep.
See if Thompson can keep it going here with 2 outs and a runner at first. The 0-1. Ground ball, slow bouncer, fouled on the third base line. Thompson, you can say struggling this week. He's 1 for 7, batting .143 here in Hoover. Again, he bats really well in the 8th spot when you look at the numbers this year. See how Jobert puts himself in scoring position with a stolen base. 2 outs and a 2-2 count to Thompson. Tigers lead early, 1-0. Johnston looks back to second, now to the plate. Breaking ball again, breaks too far inside. They appeal down to first, and Brandon Cooper says no, he did not go around. And Jordan now has worked the count full after getting behind early, 0-2.
He's really good at that, isn't he? Grinding these at bats out. He's great at eating up pitches.
Johnston looks in. Payoff pitch. Miss low. Ball 4. They appeal again. Thompson nowhere close to going around, and that'll put Jordan down at first base with 2 outs.
You're right, Doug. Another outstanding plate appearance by Jordan Thompson. You mentioned the walk he drew in the 3rd inning back on Wednesday, preceding the Jobert home run, and he draws another big 2-out walk here. Let's see if Paxton Kling can convert it like Jobert did a couple of days ago.
Yeah, Kling in there today with Tommy White out, but I tell you, we don't lose a whole lot here, certainly in terms of speed.
First delivery to Kling. Soft bouncer to second. Bose going to pick it up. He will throw to first, and that will end it for the Tigers. But they get on the board here in the top of the second. 1 run on 2 hits. They leave 2 men on. It's a 1-0 LSU lead. We head to the bottom of the second here in Hoover on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Wake up and text. Text and eat. Text and meet up with a friend you haven't seen in forever.
Hi.
Oh, hey. Text and complain that they're on their phone the whole time. Text and listen to them complain that you're on your phone the whole time. Text and whatever. But when you get behind the wheel, give your phone to a passenger. Put it in the glove box. Just don't text and drive. Visit StopTextsStopWrecks.org. A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
We always picture the SEC student athlete for their speed, their vertical, their agility. But it's time we picture them for more. For their campus voice, their community outreach, and for the simple fact that 20 years later, they're still someone's pride and joy. More than students, more than athletes. In the SEC, it just means more.
This is the story of a very special woman. Just a few knew about her superpowers. In a matter of seconds, she turned herself into a great mathematician. She masqueraded as a regular person at work, but as a superhero at home. Everyone knows her as Gabriella. I still call her Mom.
Your hero needs you now, and AARP is here to help. Find the care guides you need to help, complete with tips and resources at aarp.org/caregiving. Brought to you by AARP and the Ad Council.
The action continues from Hoover in the SEC tournament on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Tigers take the lead 1-0. Completing a run on 2 hits there in the top of the second inning. Texas A&M now coming to the plate. The Aggies version of Jordan Thompson will lead it off. He's the center fielder, followed by Ryan Targash, who is in left, and Austin Bose, the second baseman. It'll be 5, 6, and 7 coming to the plate for the Aggies. Ty Floyd ready to fire, and does. Strike on the outer half, and it's 0-1.
It's a mostly right-handed lineup for the Aggies. They have 5 righties, 4 lefties in their lineup.
Floyd fires the 0-1 pitch. This one in the air to left field. Morgan having to give chase, and this one is going to take a bounce on the track and go over the wall for a ground rule double. They had Trey played to left center, shaded that way. He had a long way to get to that one, and that was easily placed where nobody was off the bat of Thompson. And the ground rule double will have the Aggies with a runner in scoring position right out of the gate. The Tigers got the leadoff man aboard. Beloso with a single. He came around to score. Now Ty Floyd will try to keep Thompson at second base, and he'll face Ryan Targash, the left fielder.
That one kind of looked like a routine fly ball off the bat, but Trey was playing so far toward the gap in left center field, he just couldn't get there.
Lots of top spin on that one. Kind of hooking toward the left field line.
Targash, the left-hander, and the first pitch fastball misses high. 1-0. Floyd from the stretch, and the 1-0 pitch. Missed low, ball 2. And a fastball just out of the zone. Floyd not sure about that. Kind of grimaces as he gets the baseball back. Now 2-0. Targash stands ready. 2-0 pitch and misses high. 3-0. Again, the Tigers again with the left-hander at the plate make that switcheroo out there. Put Dugas at third. Jobert playing just left of second base, and Thompson. Floyd's 3-0. This one hammered to right field and giving chase now. Having to chase this one to the wall will easily score. Jordan Thompson for the Aggies, and we're tied 1-1. Targash with an RBI double. It's his 10th double on the season. Just like that, it's a 1-1 ball game.
Well, Targash at the green light, 3-0. Ty left the fastball up, and Targash crushes it into right field, and just like that, the Aggies have knotted up this game.
Well, there go the bubbles.
Well, they were able to bring those over.
Thought you weren't allowed to bring like more than 6 ounces of fluid on a plane or whatever.
Must have drove.
Yeah.
This one fouled off the bat of Boast, and it's 0-1 to the Aggies second baseman. So a 1-1 ball game. Double off the bat of Targash. He stands down at second. Still nobody out. Floyd's 0-1. Strike at the belt. Breaking ball over for a strike, and it's 0-2.
Yeah, that was a nice looking breaking ball there. Now he's got him where he wants him. This pitch shouldn't be something that he can hit too hard.
Floyd ahead in the count with the runner at second, nobody out. Here's the 0-2. Swung on and popped up behind the plate. Just right of us, drops into the crowd. Still nothing and 2. Targash at second base. Boast at the plate. The 0-2 pitch is just high. 1-2. Floyd trying to see if he would chase at eye level. Did not. This one. 1-2 again misses upstairs. We'll make it 2-2.
Boast on the year hitting only .213. He's also hitting .213 with runners in scoring position. So his overall average mirrors his average when he has an RBI opportunity.
That's crazy.
2-2. Breaking ball just out of the reach of Floyd. Going to be backhanded by Dugas. His only play is to turn and throw to Jones at first. They'll get the first out of the inning, but off and running was Targash. He rolls into third base. And a potential go-ahead run just 90 feet away with one gone here in the bottom of the second inning.
Well, that ball had some wicked spin on it. Once it finally hit the ground out there, it was just kind of a cutting line drive. And as soon as it hit the ground, while it was spinning right, Dugas was kind of edging that way. It cut back to the left. He had to make a quick adjustment.
We've got time called. Pitching coach Wes Johnson now coming out to visit with Ty Floyd with one out. And the DH for the Aggies, Brett Minnick, coming to the plate, a senior batting .254. Fans, Our Lady of the Lake, proud to be the championship health partner of LSU. Together, Our Lady of the Lake and LSU, champions for Louisiana. Together, we roar. Learn more at olrmc.com/LSU. Doug, your best guess. What's Wes Johnson talking to Ty Floyd about?
I'm almost wondering if he's going out there to wait for this home plate umpire to come out so he can ask him a couple questions about his strike zone. So I'm going to peek in there with my binoculars. Nope. Everybody's fine, and that's Jay Johnson, actually.
Yeah, it was Jay.
Yeah.
So head coach Jay Johnson went out to visit with the infield and Ty Floyd. Again with one out. Targash down at third, and the DH Minnick coming to the plate, another left-hander.
Bill and I had trouble. Was that us the other night, Bill, that had trouble figuring out if it was Jay or Wes?
Yeah. When they're wearing those jackets, sometimes it's hard to tell. And we're pretty good distance here at Hoover from the field.
With the left-handed hitting Minnick coming to the plate. Again, the Tigers will switch personnel. They've got Thompson in shallow right. Jobert playing just left of second base, and Dugas playing somewhat even with the third base bag. First pitch, swing and a miss, and it's 0-1.
And we're old and our eyes don't work as well anymore. There's that too.
The 0-1. Lifted in the air. Will find the seats down the line and left out of play. Get Floyd ahead in the count. 0-2.
So Minnick hits .254 overall, but his batting average with runners in scoring position is .289.
Runner at third, one down. Tie game now, 1-1. Floyd, the 0-2. Did he go? They say no. Pitch was high and outside. They appeal down to Scott Klein. He said that Minnick held back. Moves the count, 1 ball, 2 strikes.
I think the purple and gold have out-traveled once again.
1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 away. Runner at third. And the 1-2 pitch. Sent back foul into the screen off the bat of Minnick. Keeps the count 1-2. Fans have the right equipment to take on any job linked to the land. Visit Sunshine, your hometown John Deere dealer in Louisiana, at sunequip.com. Yeah, no question, this place right now is covered in purple and gold. Of course, a lot of people I know made the trip to Athens last weekend and then tooled on over to Hoover for the tournament. Here's the 1-2, got him to chase. Reached the bat as far as it would go, but needed a shovel to reach that one. It's swing and a miss, and Ty Floyd records his third punch out of the day. There's 2 gone here. And now 1 batter coming to the plate, number 9-hole hitter, Max Coffer, the catcher, a 159 average. Floyd with a chance here to keep it a tie game, get the Tigers back in the dugout.
Yeah, all 3 Super One food strikeouts have been swinging so far. That was a perfectly pitched cutter off the outside corner.
First delivery, swing and a miss. Slider slid away from the right-hander, and it's 0-1. Again, kudos to Ty Floyd. He's always had the electric fastball, but has worked very hard to develop those secondary pitches, and that one a late break on a slider, nowhere close. Was
on your smartphone or tablet. Connect to a smart speaker, then wait for the audio to catch up to the point your TV is paused. Push play, and you are all set.
Sync the game with the LSU Sports mobile app for iOS and Google devices. Download it today.
Tigers win! Tigers win! Louisiana Lottery's Top 5 Hits. First up, hit $100. This game is loaded with $100 prizes. Next, climbing the chart is hit $200 with $200 prizes. Holding steady is hit $300 with lots of $300 prizes. A hard act to follow, hit $500 full of $500 prizes. And rocking its way to the top of the chart is hit $5,000 loaded with $5,000 prizes.
Spin your hit today and play the hit family of games from the lottery. Must be at least 21 to purchase.
And we're back with breaking news. Coke Zero Sugar might be the best Coke ever.
That's right, Jim. Coke Zero Sugar is a must-try for any Coke fan, so make sure you... Jim. Jim.
Ooh, yes, this tastes like the best Coke ever to me. Your thoughts, Jen?
Well, Can I have a sip?
Jen, we're in the middle of reporting the news.
I need to try it first.
Back to the Hoover Met with live coverage of Fighting Tiger baseball in the SEC tournament on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
1-1 our score. Texas A&M plating a run there in the bottom of the second inning to match the Tigers, who got a run in the top half of that frame. The Tigers will have their top of the order due up here. Dylan Cruz, Trey Morgan, and Hayden Travinski to come up to face Will Johnston, who starts his third inning of work. Johnston so far given up 2 hits. That 1 run is earned, 2 walks, 1 strikeout.
I can't get over the weather this week. I mean, usually it's like, you know,
a broiler.
As hot as South Africa. I mean, it's 100 degrees, 95 degrees all week long. I mean, you just can't ask for better than this.
No, and the breeze picking up a little bit now. The flag's starting to fly. And saw a number of people coming into the stadium today, and they were all talking amongst themselves about how this may be the best weather they remember coming over to the SEC tournament in Hoover.
This is my 8th one. I don't remember better than this.
So Dylan Cruz will stand in. Cruz flat out to center field. His first at bat to Thompson. And this one a chopper towards the short, and Haas didn't want it. Werner made a stab at it from third. He couldn't glove it, and Dylan Cruz will arrive safely at first base. That was the in-betweener on the left side of the infield. You had Haas coming to his right. You had the third baseman Warner going to his left, and it went right between the two.
I think Warner might have been a little over-aggressive. I think Haas felt like he was in position to make the play. Would have been a tough play, a backhanded stop and a long throw, as you saw Haas and Warner kind of talking about it a little bit.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right, Bill. I think that you saw Haas coming over, almost settling to get ready to grab it with the backhand, and then Werner just nipped it with the glove as Morgan hacks a foul, and they're going to say hit him.
I guess
he swung and fouled it down the third base line. And
well, but he's pointing at the pitcher.
Did he call a ball?
Wait. No, catcher's interference. All
right.
right.
Catcher's interference.
Yep.
Okay.
Now he gives us the indication. Catcher interference on Max Crawford as Morgan slapped that. I was about to say it. Didn't look like it was inside, but just got a piece of the glove. He stuck it out too far. So that cost LSU yesterday in that 4th inning against Arkansas. Now with runners first and second, nobody out again for LSU. Let's see if Hayden Travinski can turn it into something here as Johnston fires off speed, a strike just above the belt, and it's 0-1.
I feel like it's been about 8 or 9 at bats since his last homer, and that's about how often he's hitting them.
Runners first and second. Johnston fires the 0-1. Popped him up. Second base side. Austin Bose calling for it, and between first and second, we'll have it.
Infield fly there.
So 1 away. Travinski just missed on it.
He did. I mean, he hit that straight up in the air as high as the light towers.
So Cade Beloso led off with a single his first time up back in the second. Eventually came around to score that lone run for the Tigers. So with 1 out, runners first and second. Cruz down at second base with speed. Morgan behind him at first, and the breaking ball a strike from Johnston to set up Beloso 0-1. Great story on Cade Beloso last night on the SEC network. Don't know how many people caught it, but it was impressive, the work that Cade has done both mentally and physically to be here for the Tigers and be so integral to this season.
The fact that he came back after such a devastating injury, both physically and emotionally, on the season opener before the game even started last year, for him to be where he is now is remarkable.
The 1-1 pitch. Off speed and a swing and miss. Beloso fooled on that one, and it's 1-2. No, really had a strong message. He said, hey, look, I knew the physical part I had to put the work in, but mentally and emotionally, Bill, as you said, he had to put the work in there, and encouraged anybody in any walk of life to look for help, ask for help, find somebody to talk to. A powerful message from Cade Beloso. Fouls this one down the first base line. Still 1-2.
And LSU Athletics does a great job in supporting its student athletes with mental health issues. And Christine Sotil in the athletic department was a big influence on Cade and the way he responded to the injury.
Gave her a ton of credit, did Cade, last night on the program. 1-2 the count, 1-2, and the pitch. Missed high. 2-2 now the count.
Yeah, it's hard to describe what it feels like to an athlete to be injured when, I mean, especially at this age, their whole life has revolved around this sport. And when you miss a whole season due to something especially like that, it is really psychologically tough to get past.
2-2 pitch, strike at the knees. Peloso down on strikes as Johnston records his second punch out. And now 2 gone with runners first and second. And they'll look to Jared Jones, who got aboard on a walk, eventually got caught trying to make it into second base after trying to advance on a fly ball deep to center. After the challenge, ruling on the field was upheld. But he'll swing for the second time today with 2 down, runners first and second. There's a strike at the belt to make it 0-1. Cruz singled to the third base side. They ruled that an infield single. Got through, actually, both Werner and Haas. Morgan aboard on catcher's interference. 0-1 the count to Jones. Johnston delivers. Low and inside, ball 1.
Well, fans may remember that Jared had a huge series against Texas A&M back in mid-March. He had 8 RBI in the series, 6 hits, including a home run.
Johnston from the stretch with 2 down, the 1-1. It's a strike again on the inner half of the plate. Fastball painted nicely by Johnston. It's now 1-2 to Jones.
Yeah, that was a really good pitch.
Left-handed Johnston looks in. Right-handed hitting Jones awaits. The 1-2 pitch, swing and a miss. And Johnston, after some trouble early in this inning, keeps the Tigers off the board. No runs, 1 hit, 1 error on the catcher interference against Max Coffer, but it's still a 1-1 game as we head to the bottom of the third here in Hoover on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
If you love them enough to turn off your music and pretend like their music is your music,
this is Mommy's jam.
then surely you'll check nhtsa.gov/the-right-seat to make sure they're in the right car seat.
Let's play it again.
Check today at nhtsa.gov/the-right-seat. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
The passion, the tradition, the rivalries. SiriusXM is your destination for all things college sports, and we've got your school covered. On SEC Radio, there's complete coverage of every school in the conference, including live games, plus 24/7 talk and analysis. So cheer along online or on the SiriusXM app and listen to your favorite team anywhere. And now, as a college student, you can stream your first 3 months of SiriusXM for $1. Fees and taxes apply. See offer details and subscribe now at SiriusXM.com/SEC Sports.
Not completing high school is more of a social thing than it was an academic thing. Even though all these years have passed, I still had that longing to have my diploma.
At age 30, Carissa finished her high school diploma.
If you're even considering getting your high school diploma, you can do it.
No one gets a diploma alone. If you're thinking of finishing your high school diploma, you have help. Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org. That's finishyourdiploma.org. Brought to you by the Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
Coverage continues from Hoover in the SEC Tournament. Fighting Tiger Baseball on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
1-1 our score. We go to the bottom of the third inning. Texas A&M will have their top of the order come up as well. Hunter Haas will lead it off, followed by Moss and Werner.
We'll see if they make adjustments here their second time through to Ty Floyd.
First delivery, breaking ball missed outside. 1 ball, no strikes to Haas, who was a strikeout victim to Floyd. 1 of 3 on the day back in the first inning. 1-0. Missed just off the plate with a fastball. Now make it 2 balls, no strikes.
I mentioned earlier how tough Haas was on the Tigers in the regular season. He hit .615 in that series. 8 hits, including 4 RBI.
2-0 delivery. That's on the outside corner. A fastball makes it 2-1.
Haas also had 3 doubles in that series against the Tigers.
2 balls, 1 strike. Here's the pitch. Batted and in the air. Going to find the seats behind the first base dugout. Comes off the facade and a one-handed grab by a fan. Nice grab. Alabama fan.
Either of you guys get a chance to visit with our good buddy Nolan Kane?
I did. I ran into Nolan yesterday when I stormed in on 2 wheels.
Yeah, I saw him this morning in the hotel.
2-2. Missed upstairs. That'll fill the count now. Is that fastball too elevated?
Nolan, of course, former Tiger pitcher, national champion on the 09 College World Series team.
And a coach for what?
Long time,
years,
LSU assistant coach, and now in his 2nd year as Texas A&M's recruiting coordinator.
Also down at third base coach for the Aggies, and a swing and a miss. That time the elevated fastball, and Haas couldn't stay away, and he's down on strikes for the 2nd time today, and Ty Floyd records Super One Foods strikeout number 4 on the day. 1 gone, and now we'll see Jack Moss. Haas and Moss atop the order for the Aggies.
Haas and Moss.
This will be pitch number 50 for Ty Floyd.
It's a little more than what you're looking for.
It's a strike with a breaking ball. Locates that one. Gets ahead. 0-1. Again, the left-hander Moss at the plate. We'll see Jordan Thompson move over into the shallow right field way. 2 guys going over to third. Safely. Tigers 2 runs on 5 hits. Aggies 1 run on 2 hits. This one off the end of the bat, foul. We'll get to the facade here at the Met. Roll down and drop into the crowd. It's one thing you have to remember, Bill, and we have over the years, that it's a very tall facade here at the Hoover Met. And you see the ball go over your head in the crowd. You have to be ready for the rollback or the bounce back. There's a quick throw over to first, and again Thompson able to slide back safely.
A lot of pinball machine action with foul balls in this yard.
So Targash now with a couple of throws over on the runner. Been at the plate for a while. It's a full count, 3-2. Floyd from the belt. Runner goes, and a swing and a miss. Top shelf fastball, and Targash could not stay away. Ty Floyd with his 5th punch out of the day. Again, that puts Thompson down at second base, but defensive not wanting to throw down there. It was a good jump on the 3-2 pitch.
Thompson gets credit for stolen base number 13 on the year. He's now in scoring position with Austin Boast at the plate. And again, we talked about the fact that Boast hitting now just .212 on the year, as Jay Johnson's back out to the mound to speak to his pitcher and his entire defense.
So with 2 down, they'll have a brief meeting, trying to keep it a 2-1 LSU lead. Get 71 pitches thrown by Ty Floyd. Keep an eye on that bullpen out in left center field for LSU. Got, appears to be Griffin Herring. Is the catcher down, Bill? It's hard to see through that railing.
They're trying to see.
He's throwing, but I'm not sure if he's just soft tossing or actually warming down in the pen.
I saw Griffin warming a bit during yesterday's game, and I would expect we'll see him and perhaps Gavin Guidry in this game as well.
2 outs, runner at second for the Aggies. Austin Boast, the second baseman, who's 0 for 1 today, grounded out to Dugas back in the second, stands in. First pitch to the right-hander. Excuse me, swing, fouls it back into the screen. It's 0-1.
Yeah, here looks like Herring is definitely throwing in earnest on the bullpen mound.
Yeah, that's not a soft toss, that last one. Thompson with a leadoff second. Floyd looks back. Now the 0-1 to the plate. Gets away from Travinski on a pitch outside. The wild pitch will advance the Aggie runner to third. So Floyd creating a little more pressure for himself here with 2 down, and now potential tying run just 90 feet away. Thompson, hit by the pitch, has made his way down to third base with 2 down. Post at the plate with a 1-1 count. The pitch from Floyd. Bouncer towards short, having to charge in. Low glove, fielded by Thompson. Throw across the diamond. A great stretch by Jared Jones. Holds on for out number 3. That will keep the Tigers on top, 2-1. No runs, no hits. 1 man left on for the Aggies. We head to the top of the 5th here in Hoover on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Together, we are partners, setting a new standard for health. Together, we prove that no matter how battle-tested we are, our spirit remains undefeated. Our Lady of the Lake and LSU are creating transformational change and impacting Louisiana with a new standard for healthcare, research, and education. Together, Our Lady of the Lake and LSU are champions for Louisiana. Together, we roar. Learn more at ololrmc.com/LSU.
Unrivaled content, unprecedented access. LSU Gold, powered by Bayou Traditions, is the only place for exclusive behind-the-scenes content featuring your favorite LSU teams. It's all access to the Tigers all year long, from pregame warm-ups to postgame celebrations and every moment in between. You can watch LSU Gold anywhere, anytime, and on your favorite device. Go to lsu.gold today to sign up for your free 7-day trial, so you can be there for each step of LSU's championship journeys. That's lsu.gold.
Hey Tiger fans 12 and younger, don't miss your chance to be a part of Mike's Kids Club, presented by Shell, the exclusive kids club of LSU Athletics. Join Mike's Kids Club for only $25. Get the official Mike's Kids Club t-shirt, free admission to select LSU athletic events, and much, much more. To learn about upcoming events and to join, please visit lsumkc.com. The Mike's Kids Club, presented by Shell.
Back to the Hoover Met with live coverage of Fighting Tiger baseball in the SEC tournament on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Two to 1, LSU leading over Texas A&M. Again, the team that wins moves on. Team that drops today's game will pack up and leave Hoover. Again, as Bill and I discussed, both teams really feel good about their resume. LSU should be a national seed when it comes out. And Texas A&M thinks they've done enough to certainly be in regional play. Trey Morgan leads it off for the Tigers. First delivery by Will Johnston, who starts his 5th inning of work. Missed for ball 1, 1-0. Morgan reached base on catcher's interference last time at the plate as he drives this one foul down the line to the berm and left.
You know, guys, we talked about the spread this year here at the tournament, much better than years past, and there is ice cream. I told you yesterday there wasn't ice cream. There's a whole thing of free ice cream.
This one missed upstairs out of the mitt of Max Coffer, and it's 2-1. First thing I noticed when I got here today, I went down there and I said, wait a minute, it's kind of in the corner,
yeah,
but you got to know where it is.
They hit it, but I found it. I found it.
2 balls, 1 strike now to Morgan. Pitch from Johnston to the plate, and that time he went around. Held up. Again, the breaking ball that has been effective for Johnston. He's been really dialed in with that pitch, and Morgan got fooled. It's 2-2. Chokes up on the bat, the 2-2 pitch. Fastball missed low below the knees, and now it's a full count to Morgan, 3-2.
Found something really weird, though, in the snack bar. It's had me really confused since.
Yeah, you've been befuddled since yesterday afternoon.
I'm gonna tell our listeners what's going on.
Payoff delivery, miss low, good eye by Morgan. And he'll earn the leadoff walk, and the Tigers again have the leadoff man aboard, and we'll see Hayden Travinsky come to the plate. So, discuss the snack conundrum.
There's a certain brand of trail mix. I love trail mix.
Yes.
And, you know, it's got the M&Ms in it, but this particular brand has regular M&Ms and peanut M&Ms, and I just don't understand.
Along with peanuts.
Along with peanuts. It just seems like it's a perfectly good waste of some peanut M&Ms.
Pitch to Travinsky. Slap to left field. Targash on the run, and he'll have to play it off the wall. Morgan around second. He's on his way to third. Targash just now picking up the baseball. Morgan sent home from third. He will score, and Hayden Travinsky continues his tear at the plate. RBI double, and the Tigers now lead 3-1.
I don't know about you guys, but I thought that Targash was going to be able to make that play easily. It looked like it was off the end of the bat, but the power of Travinski, we talked about it last at bat. He's had about 8 or 9 at bats since his last home run. He's due. He just missed a big fly ball. And that one, Bill, what were we short? About 3 feet off the top of the wall there?
Yeah, this is just a remarkable story for Hayden Travinski, a fourth-year player who's been plagued by injuries throughout his entire college career. He's finally been healthy this year, and we're seeing just how talented this young man is. He was hitting .500 in his previous 10 games prior to today. He's now adding to that total.
Now Targash, again, I thought, like you did, Doug, I thought he was going to have a chance maybe to get to that ball initially. As Beloso swings, launches this one towards right field on the run. Lavalette, and it drops in fair. The hold up Travinski as the baseball comes in quickly on the throw from Lavalette. But now runners on the corners, nobody out. Tigers leading 3-1. But Targash on that hit by Travinski was full sprint towards the wall. When it came off the wall, went over his head. And that's when Trey Morgan and Coach Josh Jordan said, I think we can get you home, and they were able to do so.
Well, and the way he reacted to it, the angle he was taking certainly wasn't to play it off the wall. I think he thought he was all over that ball at the last minute. Like, whoa, this ball's way over my head. And how about Beloso there? I don't know what number hit that is for the SEC tournament for him, but it feels like he's getting up close to 5 or 6 now.
So he's got 2 now today.
That's 3 on the week.
And 3 on the weekend. Oh, the week, right.
Jared Jones swings and misses on the offering from Johnston, and it's 0-1.
3, is that it?
Travinski at third, Beloso at first. The 0-1 to Jones. Low and inside, pops out of the mid of Coffer. He'll track it down quickly. Keep everyone at bay. It's 1 ball, 1 strike to Jones, who was aboard on a walk in the second, struck out in the third inning to Johnston, who's got 5 Ks on the day, 3 walks, but now has given up 7 hits to this Tiger club. Johnston's 1-1 pitch. Strike on the inside corner. Fastball in. And it's 1-2.
That's right. Beloso didn't play yesterday.
That's right.
Against Arkansas, but he did have a hit in that opener.
It's now at 73 pitches. No activity yet in the Aggies bullpen.
Nobody out. Runners first and third. Here's the 1-2 to Jones. Inside and low. Evens the count. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
So in the previous inning, the Tigers had a runner at third and nobody out, and Jobert was left stranded. Tigers got to get that run home from third this time.
Morgan aboard on a walk. Travinski doubled off the wall in left field. Beloso went down the line, dropped in right. Swing and a miss. That off-speed pitch, and Jones way out in front. Down on strikes. It'll be strikeout number 6 for Will Johnston, but still some work to do here. With runners on the corners, now we'll see Gavin Dugas. Dugas 1 for 2 on the day. Had the double in the 4th inning. Came around to score to make it a 2-1 LSU lead.
Yeah, the book's out on Jared Jones. He has a lot of trouble with that spinning pitch. He's going to have to work on that over this summer. He's going to see a lot of those next year.
Dugas, the right-hander, awaits, shows bunt, and bunts it in front of the plate. Johnston comes up, scoops it, flips it home, and the tag applied. Travinski out. So the Tigers tried to squeeze Travinski in. Again, just a good bounce right to Johnston, who for a moment looked like he was going to be slow getting that ball out, but made the option pitch to Coffer, who applied the tag for the 2nd out of the inning.
Yeah, pretty athletic play there, actually. He went with the option pitch. Ooh, what a great job of blocking the plate there by Coffer. I mean, that definitely saved a run, the way he was able to get in front of the plate, because his foot was pretty close to beating the ball and the tag.
So now with 2 down, the Tigers have runners first and second as Dugas reaches. And here is a ground ball mishandled initially by Werner. Picks it up, throws to first, and able to get Braden Jobert by a couple of steps for out number 3. But the Tigers add another run. They do it on 2 hits. They leave 2 men on. We now have played 4.5. It's 3-1 LSU with the lead. Aggies coming up on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Hub International is Louisiana's premier employee benefits and commercial insurance brokerage. Hub can insure just about any risk that your business faces. Did you know Hub even insured the bonuses for our football coaches in 2022? Hub specializes in the construction, healthcare, real estate, and hospitality industries. Chances are you're probably already doing business with someone who does business with Hub. Turn to the agency that the Tigers, Saints, and Pelicans choose. Hub International. Visit them today at hubinternational.com.
Louisiana Lottery's Top 5 Hits. First up, hit $100. This game is loaded with $100 prizes. Next, climbing the chart is hit $200 with $200 prizes. Holding steady is hit $300 with lots of $300 prizes. A hard act to follow, hit $500 full of $500 prizes. And rocking its way to the top of the chart is hit $5,000 loaded with $5,000 prizes.
Spin your hit today and play the hit family of games from the lottery. Must be at least 21 to purchase.
And we're back with breaking news. Coke Zero Sugar might be the best Coke ever.
That's right, Jim. Coke Zero Sugar is a must-try for any Coke fan, so make sure you... Jim. Jim.
We're on the air. Ooh, yes, this tastes like the best Coke ever to me. Your thoughts, Jen?
Well, can I have a sip?
Jen, we're in the middle of reporting the news.
I need to try it first.
Coverage continues from Hoover in the SEC Tournament. Fighting Tiger Baseball on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Back here at the Met, Friday survival day here in the SEC Tournament. Aggies 1-1 here in Hoover, Tigers 1-1, and right now LSU leading 3-1 over Texas A&M as the Aggies come to the plate. We'll see the DH Brett Minnick, who's 0 for 1 on the day. He was a strikeout victim to Floyd last time in the second. Here's a swing and a miss, and Floyd with a 91-mile-an-hour fastball, and it's 0-1.
Real important here for Ty Floyd. He's got 74 pitches. I'd like to get out of this inning with about 85 so you could go out one more time.
I had one last night, 87 on the board.
Here is the 0-1. Missed high and outside. 1 ball and 1 strike with that fastball offering. Again with a left-hander at the plate. The Tigers make the change to the infield positions, and the 1-1 gets by him at 91. Found the hole in the bat of Minnick, and it's 1 ball, 2 strikes. Griffin Herring continue to throw down in the bullpen for LSU. As that pitch count starting to get high for Floyd. The 1-2 swung on and fouled out a play down the line and left. Keeps the count 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Yeah, it's interesting to see what Jay and Wes want to do with Ty. Obviously, if this is a regular season game, you want him to go as deep as he can, but there's some consideration to what's coming next week.
Floyd, the 1-2 pitch, missed high. 2 balls, 2 strikes now to Minnick.
Man, they manage these kids' pitch counts so well these days. You know, back 25 years ago, to give a guy who's gone out there and thrown 125 pitches every Friday or Saturday a little break is one thing, but nowadays
2-2 is fouled off the bat of Minnick. Keeps it 2-2.
What's the most Ty Floyd's thrown this year, for example?
Let's see. He threw 113 pitches in his last outing at Georgia last weekend.
Okay, his last outing. You know, that's a thing.
He's been over 104 times this year.
2 balls, 2 strikes to Minnick. 8-9 and top of the order to get it started here in the bottom of the 5th for the Aggies. The 2-2 off speed, missed outside. That'll fill the count now to Minnick, 3-2.
You know, a lot of it has to do with that conversation that they're going to have between innings and the pitch count. I think if he gets back in that dugout with over 90 pitches, I think it'll be a wrap. But under 90 pitches, I think Ty Floyd will be able to talk himself into one more swing and a miss there for strike 3.
Well, that'll help his lobbying effort if he can stay under 90 pitches.
It sure will.
Minnick down on strikes for out number 1, and now we'll see the catcher, Max Crawford.
And you say that kind of tongue-in-cheek, but it's true. The stronger this inning is, the more of a chance he'll have to bargain his way in for one more inning.
So the right-hander now stands in. Coffer flied out to center field, and Dylan Cruz back in the second inning. Floyd fires, and it's a strike at the belt. Comes at him with a fastball, and it's 0-1.
The K-Lady putting another one up.
The 0-1. Missed outside. 1 ball and 1 strike. Tied today. 6 strikeouts, 1 walk. Giving up just 2 hits and 1 earned run. 3-1 LSU leads here in the bottom of the 5th. 1-1. Ground ball. Slow bouncer. Thompson comes over. Backhands. Throws. And not in time. Beating it out is Coffer to reach base. Again, got by Joe Baer diving to his left, and then Thompson really deep in that shortstop hole. Again, had all the momentum carrying him towards the left field line, but again, he's got that arm, but cannot beat Coffer, and so an infield single with 1 out. And that will send A&M to the top of the order, and Haas coming to the plate.
It may be a little better throw for Jordan Thompson, but that's an infield single all day. Derek Jeter has trouble making that play.
Even Max Coffer, the catcher, has some steals for A&M this year. He's 5 for 5 in stolen base attempts.
Ty Floyd, no doubt, mindful of that as he works from the stretch and delivers to Haas, who has 2 strikeouts on his ledger today as that pitch missed high for ball 1, 1-0. Delivery. That's a strike. Inner half of the plate. Haas getting clarification from home plate umpire Jeff Head. 1 ball, 1 strike. Tigers lead by 2, 3-1. The pitch missed high with a fastball back up at 95 miles an hour, but it's 2-1.
Here comes Jordan right here, baby.
That's 87.
And it does appear as Griffin Herring is throwing again.
2-1 misses outside, not by much. Floyd a little discouraged after not getting that strike call. It's now 3-1 to Haas.
Yeah, he knows he needed that pitch.
Here comes.
Runner at first, 1 out. The 3-1. Hit back foul into the screen and on the hands with another fastball offering. Haas fights it off. Fills the count 3-2. Runner at first, 1 down. Floyd looks in, now throws over. Jones had to step off the bag and snag that one with the glove. A little off the mark with the throw. Again, easily back is Coffer, who's aboard on an infield single. Texas A&M 3 for 16 so far today against Ty Floyd. The 3-2 fouled back and out of play. Fastball in on the hands to Haas, and he fouls it back. 3-2. Today's game brought to you by the 7 partners that represent Team LSU: Cox, McDonald's, Our Lady of the Lake, Albertsons, Coca-Cola, People's Health, and Hancock Whitney. Want to mention a happy belated birthday to Coach Skip Berman, who celebrated a birthday earlier in the week.
85 years young.
3-2, swing and a miss. Ty Floyd with his 7th strikeout of the day. A big second out of the inning. Haas battled, but eventually loses the war.
Big time pitch by Ty Floyd. 3rd time that he struck out Hunter Haas, the Aggies' leadoff hitter, and a guy who really gave LSU fits in the regular season in March.
So with 2 down, we'll see Jack Moss, the first baseman, won the day aboard on a walk in the 1st inning. Flied out to left. Takes the first pitch. Sends this one to left center field, and Dylan Cruz makes that look easy. Uses the speed, flashes the leather, and it's out number 3. Ty Floyd, good work. Again, gave up 1 hit in the inning, but doesn't come back to bite him. It's still 3-1. 1 as LSU gets coming to the plate as we head to the top of the 6th here in Hoover. Tigers 3, Aggies 1 on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
NIL is dominating the college sports scene, and LSU has positioned itself at the front of the pack. But to remain competitive and stay ahead of the rest, we need your support. Bayou Traditions is the official NIL collective of LSU Athletics. Join the tradition and become a member by signing up online at BayouTraditionsCollective.com. Members receive exclusive access to LSU student athletes that you can't get anywhere else. Help ensure LSU remains a leader in the NIL arena. Sign up today at BayouTraditionsCollective.com. Are you a homeowner looking to keep your home cool while saving money? Perhaps you're an HVAC contractor who wants to offer customers more efficient, more consistent home comfort. Luxair is the name to know for unmistakably efficient and reliable home cooling, and great business building programs for contractors too. Contact your Luxair dealer to find out more. Or if you're a contractor, visit SolarSupplyLuxair.com to learn about working with Luxair.
Will Scott Mobile Mini is the global leader in modular offices and storage containers. Keep your products safe and secure with our wide array of vault-like storage containers. Need shelves and lighting for your container? We can help. We have the right container for your industrial, commercial, or residential storage needs. All of our offices are delivered ready to work with customizable furniture options to fit any need. Give us a call at 800-841-7016 or visit our website at www.mobilemini.com.
Coverage continues from Hoover in the SEC Tournament. Fighting Tiger Baseball on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Vance Capital One, they offer checking and savings accounts, no fees or minimums. Capital One, what's in your wallet? We move now to the top of the 6th inning here at the Hoover Met. LSU leading 3-1 over Texas A&M. Tigers took a 1-0 lead in the top of the 2nd. A&M would answer in the bottom of that frame to tie it at 1. LSU plates a run in the top of the 4th, one more in the 5th. A couple of opportunities, though, gentlemen, to open this game up with runners on. The Tigers have left 7 men on base. The Aggies still within striking distance. See what the Tigers offer here with Jordan Thompson leading things off. First pitch called strike, inner half of the plate at the letters, and it's 0-1 to Thompson, who aboard on a walk in the 2nd, strikeout victim in the 4th inning. Infield playing straight up, outfield playing straight up here as the pitch to the right-hander. Chopper having to charge. It's going to be Werner, the third baseman, and a good throw to first in time to get Thompson for out number 1.
So that breaks the Tigers' streak of having the leadoff man on in 4 straight innings. But yeah, just in these last 2 innings, Doug, LSU just appeared to be right on the brink of breaking this game open, but credit Johnston. He's made some big pitches to limit the damage.
Got to tip your hat to Johnson. He's thrown some great breaking balls when he's needed to, and he's stacked multiple on top of each other.
Paxton Kling to the plate, and the first delivery, a called strike with a breaking ball at 0-1.
That's also something right there that he's done very well today. Locate that fastball in the inner half.
The 0-1 to Kling. Down the middle. Off speed, it's now 0-2 to Paxton.
He's now at 81 pitches. Doesn't appear to be anyone throwing for A&M in their pen.
I think I see one right now, Bill. A right-hander. Yeah, there's a couple guys starting to toss.
The 0-2, swing and a miss. Got him to chase a breaking ball outside. And Kling down on strikes. 2 gone here for the Tigers in the top of the 6th inning. And to the top of the order we go, and Dylan Cruz. Dylan 1 for 3. Had a single back in the 3rd inning. As it appears again, they're going to take a look. Looks like the trainer coming out to take a look at Johnston now, who home plate umpire Jeff Head also going out there.
Yeah, I noticed after he threw that last pitch to Kling, he was shaking his left hand like something was bothering him.
Not a good sign.
Watch it here. He delivered the pitch and just kind of.
Yeah, that's not a good sign. That is not a good sign. I would not let him. Oh, we're going to throw some more pitches. Okay. I mean, I guess. Jim Schlossnagel knows what he's doing. I don't mean to second guess him, but if I were the coach and this kid's thrown really well, all you need to see, that would be it. Now, you never know what he told them when they went out there, but that didn't look good.
So now we'll see Dylan Cruz with 2 outs, and the first delivery missed on the inside corner, make it 1-0. Cruz 1 for 3 today. Pitch to Dylan, too far inside with that fastball, and it's now 2-0. 2-0 delivery. High and inside, ball 3. Two outs, nobody on. Pitch to Cruz. Hammered base hit to left center field. Boy, he smoked that one. And a 2-out single gives some life to the Tigers here in the top of the 6th inning. Second hit of the day for Dylan Cruz. And, oh, by the way, I think we forgot to mention his reach base streak extends today. It came back in the 3rd inning, but we'll take a second hit, Dylan.
62, 63 now. What is it?
Let's see. He would be at 62 consecutive games dating back to last season that he's reached base.
That ball was scorched. Make you start thinking about things out there on the mound.
Trey Morgan now in. And the first pitch misses low as Crawford lost the handle, but step out in front of home plate and reach it. Morgan had the little light comebacker to the mound that Johnston fielded. Kind of rolled his ankle but stayed in the game. Tiger, and then Trey reached in the 3rd on catcher interference and reached by way of walk. Here's Cruz on his way to second, got a huge jump and will beat the throw to the second base bag as Dylan Cruz in with a stolen base, his 6th of the year. What a jump he got on the left-hander Johnston that time as that pitch missed to Morgan. It's 2-0.
Yeah, Cruz really hadn't had to steal a lot of bases this year, not to mention he's got Tommy White behind him. But he's going to steal a lot of bases at the next level.
Here's the 2-0 to Morgan. Little bouncer towards second. Charging in his Boast. He will underhand toss to Moss. And that will be the 3rd out of the inning. So the Tigers are done. No runs, 1 hit. They leave that 1 man on. They still lead 3-1. We played 5.5 here at the Hoover Met. Tigers up 3-1. Aggies come to the plate next on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Are our love bugs and companions. They are our pets, our family, and they make life better. When we face unexpected challenges, so do our pets. That's why we're on a mission to support people and their pets. Whether donating a bag of kibble, sharing an Instagram post of a lost cat, or welcoming a foster pet into your home, every bit of kindness counts. Visit petsandpeopletogether.org to learn how to be a helper in your community. Brought to you by Maddie's Fund, the Humane Society of the United States, and the Ad Council.
The passion, the tradition, the rivalries. SiriusXM is your destination for all things college sports, and we've got your school covered. On SEC Radio, there's complete coverage of every school in the conference, including live games, plus 24/7 talk and analysis. So cheer along online or on the SiriusXM app and listen to your favorite team anywhere. And now, as a college student, you can stream your first 3 months of SiriusXM for $1. Fees and taxes apply. See offer details and subscribe now at SiriusXM.com/SEC Sports.
Hi, we're the Goo Goo Dolls. We're fortunate that our daughters have what they need to grow and learn. But that isn't the case for nearly 13 million kids in the U.S. that struggle with hunger.
Childhood hunger is a heartbreaking reality that Feeding America is working to change. Each year, the Feeding America network of food banks rescues billions of pounds of good food that would have gone to waste and provides it to families and children in need.
You can help kids in need in your community by visiting feedingamerica.org.
Brought to you by Feeding America and the Ad Council.
The action continues from Hoover and the SEC tournament on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
We told you before the start of today's game, they honored both Frank Thomas and Todd Walker, SEC legends honored this year for both Auburn and LSU, their respective colleges. And, of course, earlier in today's game, they had Frank Thomas out there as Herb Vincent presented the Legends Award. Just moments ago, Todd Walker out there handed the hardware for his status as an SEC legend.
For some reason, it was a little louder when Todd was out there. I don't know why. Maybe because all the Auburn fans are back home right now, but that was awesome. They were all on their feet, all the purple and gold, started the LSU chant.
Todd Walker and Frank Thomas, two of the best to ever swing the shillelagh in the SEC, that's for sure.
Griffin Herring takes over on the mound for the Tigers after a good effort from Ty Floyd once again today. And the first pitch trying to come back to us, but a little over to the right. Thompson ready to go over here to my right.
Make a play.
And it's 0-1 to Werner, who's 0 for 2 today. And you just listen as they ream and talk about the statistics and the numbers for Todd Walker while they were presenting that award, and it just went on and on and on. Hits.
Everything he leads the SEC in or led the SEC in. I mean, look, when you play 3 years of college baseball and finish up with a 396 career average, it's a pretty good career.
There's a strike called to Werner, and it's now 1-2. So Griffin Herring getting ahead early to the first batter he faces.
Product of Airline High School in Bossier City, Louisiana. 3 fabulous years for the Tigers from 92 to 94.
The 1-2, a bouncer towards third, going to be handled by Jobert. The throw across the diamond in time, one away. Werner retired. Not only, of course, his playing days at LSU, but Todd went on to have a very successful professional career. But one of the great ambassadors for LSU, again, part of the SEC network. Very respected when it comes to not just SEC baseball, but college baseball in general. And it's always great to see Todd on the set. Of course, he's busy with the entire crew here in Hoover all week long. First delivery now to Lavalette. Going to miss a little high from Herring. And I believe watching the coverage the other night, he and Dari Noka went and had a little nap in Todd's super duper RV that's parked out here. Looked pretty nice. Here's the 1-0. There's a strike at the letters from Herring with a fastball at 95. We talked earlier about Will Johnston and that mid-90s fastball from a left-hander, and that's why everybody's high on Griffin Herring.
Yeah, he's pumped a couple in there at 95 so far.
Here's the 1-1. Ground ball up the middle, gets by Herring coming in, and the throw. Jobert makes the play, makes the throw to first. Again with Lavalette, the left-hander, they had Jobert playing basically the shortstop position. A little shaded towards second base. He comes in on a slow roller in the grass, makes a great throw to first to get Lavalette for out number 2.
That was not a routine play, even for Jordan Thompson. I mean, all the way through the throw, I thought that was Jordan Thompson, actually.
So did I. I'm glad you said that because I felt kind of silly, but I thought it was Thompson, too.
What a great play by Jobert.
So now we'll see the other Jordan Thompson for Texas A&M come to the plate. He's 1 for 1. Had a double and scored in the second. He was hit by a pitch last time in the fourth and left stranded at third base. First pitch from Herring, a called strike. It's 0-1. The 0-1 pitch belted in the air to center field, but Cruz coming over as the wind carries it to left center. He's got it, squeezes it for out number 3. So great start in the relief effort for Griffin Herring. No problem with the Aggies. They go 1-2-3. No runs, no hits, nobody on base. Tigers leading the Aggies 3-1. LSU coming to the plate. It'll be Travinsky, Beloso, and Jones 3, 4, and 5 when we return on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
When it comes to investing in your home's comfort, it's never just one thing. You want to make sure you get an air-conditioned system that's reliable, affordable, energy efficient, backed by a strong warranty, and is installed by a dealer you can trust. That's why people who insist on the best choose Trane. Plus, right now, Trane is offering special financing. So what's not to love? Visit TraneSouth.com to find a local Trane dealer today. It's hard to stop a train. Subject to credit approval. Ask for details.
When you're done listening to the Tigers take another victory, the rest of the city will be waiting. After all, there's a lot more to Baton Rouge than just Saturday nights. From famous historic landmarks to iconic hole-in-the-walls, even some of the world's best blues joints, there's something special around every corner. But these foodie flavors and soulful sounds are just a sample of what Baton Rouge has to offer. Whatever you're into, it's all right here. Go to visitbatonrouge.com and start putting together your post-game playbook.
Louisiana Lottery's Top 5 Hits. First up, hit $100. This game is loaded with $100 prizes. Next, climbing the chart is hit $200 with $200 prizes. Holding steady is hit $300 with lots of $300 prizes. A hard act to follow, hit $500 full of $500 prizes. And rocking its way to the top of the chart is hit $5,000 loaded with $5,000 prizes.
Spin your hit today and play the Hit family of games from the lottery. Must be at least 21 to purchase.
back to the Hoover Met with live coverage of Fighting Tiger baseball in the SEC tournament on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
LSU continues to lead 3-1. We head to the top of the 7th inning here in the first game of today's action. Tigers with 3 runs on 8 hits. Texas A&M 1 run, 3 hits. They have committed 1 error. It was a catcher's interference earlier in today's game. Got to find a way, Bill, to maybe get Doug Thompson into that SEC legend status. Who do we need to take to dinner and fill with drinks over here in the SEC?
Let's see what we can do on that, because
I did give up 40 home runs in 2 years.
Again, popped up foul back behind us, and he falls behind 0-2. Travinsky again popped up foul back behind us, and he falls behind 0-2. Travinsky today 1 for 3, but a really big one in the 5th inning, an RBI double off the wall in left field. As Doug mentioned, about 3 feet away from being another home run for Travinsky. Here's a swing, and he went after the pitch high. Thought he might be able to hold back, but the fastball up in the zone from Aschenbeck. And it's now the first out of the inning. Travinsky retired. We'll see Cade Beloso. And Cade today 2 for 3, swinging a good bat here in today's contest.
Yeah, Aschenbeck making his 24th appearance of the year. That actually ties him for the team lead. He's 7-1 with a 3.66 ERA, has 3 saves and 59 innings of work. He has 68 strikeouts and 18 walks. Opponents are hitting .227 off the left-hander.
First pitch to Beloso, skips off the ditch, gets away from Max Coffer, and it's 1 ball, no strikes.
I can say without reservation that over the past 2 days, LSU has seen 4 of the best lefty arms in college baseball.
Certainly in the SEC, that's for sure.
No
Bill.
doubt.
1-0. That's a strike to Beloso to make it 1-1.
Johnston, by the way, went 6 innings, 3 runs, 8 hits, 3 walks, 7 strikeouts for the Aggies starter.
A 1-1 pitch from Aschenbeck. On its way, Beloso slaps it but fouled out the line in right. While we have a moment, let's pause 10 seconds. Station identification on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Your home for LSU Fighting Tiger baseball, the LSU Sports Radio Network, and streaming on the LSU Sports
3, 2.
Along with our producer, Jeff Palermo, in the Capital One studios, Doug Thompson, Bill Franquez, Chris Blair along with you. Tigers leading 3-1 here, top of the 7th inning. 1-2 to Beloso. Again, reaches out with a bat and puts it over the extended glove of Austin Boast into shallow right field. Almost same swing for Beloso, just reaches out, gets the bat on the ball, similar to the base hit he had in the 5th inning. And again, Beloso aboard here with 1 out.
Yeah, it looks like he's almost playing like a lob, like you would in tennis. If you're trying to lob the ball over the head of your opponent, that's exactly what it looks like.
Top spin lob. That's exactly what that was, and that's 2 in a row that he's gotten away with. And that's what, 3 hits in the game, 4 hits in the tournament for Beloso.
Yep. He's now 3 for 4 today.
Now we'll see Jared Jones looking for his first hit. Back-to-back strikeouts in the 3rd and 5th. He got aboard in the 2nd on a walk. There's a swing and a miss. Off speed and a little off the plate. Jones couldn't time it out. It's 0-1. Well, you said it earlier, after the strikeout in the 5th inning, he's going to have to work on recognizing and swinging on good breaking pitches.
Yeah.
So that one missed low from Aschenbeck, and it's 1-1.
I think it's been 3 weeks since he's seen a fastball.
Beloso down at first with 1 out. LSU leading 3-1. Pitch and a swing and a miss. Again, off speed, gets through the bat of Jones. It's now 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Tigers did see Aschenbeck in the regular season, had success against him. In just 1 inning of work, he gave up 3 runs on 2 hits with a walk.
Head in the count, Aschenbeck fires. Just missed the outside corner. Good eye by Jones. Evens the count, 2-2. Again, the wind picking up a little bit, at times blowing in towards home plate, but for the most part blowing right to left. And we've seen the ball kind of yield to that wind once it gets up in the air. 2-2, misses outside from Aschenbeck, gets away from Coffer, rolls all the way to the on-deck circle of the Aggies, and easily allows Beloso to move into scoring position now with 1 away.
And they do rule that a pass ball charged to Coffer.
I agree with that. Full count now to Jared Jones, the freshman out of Marietta. Digs back in. Aschenbeck looks back to second. Now the payoff pitch. Hammered to left field, but it will come down to Targash. Boy, he ripped that one. Just didn't get enough of it. Targash makes the play for the second out of the inning.
Another one with a lot of topspin out there to left field. If he hits that with some backspin, it's going to be off the wall, but that was dying as soon as it came off the bat. But I'm guessing that one was plus 100 off the bat for sure.
I think you're right. Those result in the second out of the inning. That brings Gavin Dugas to the plate. Gavin 1 for 3, had a double and scored in the 4th inning. That's the pitch. Misses outside. They appeal to first, and again Brandon Cooper says no, he did not go around. It's 1-0. Dugas 10 doubles on the year, 2 triples, 13 home runs. 4th on the Tigers with round trippers on the season. Runner at second, the 1-0. Miss low from Aschenbeck. 2 balls and no strikes.
Gavin's been a good clutch hitter this season. Coming into today's game, hitting .366 with runners in scoring position.
Loso with the single, able to reach second base, and Dugas in on the hands, pops it up, shallow left center field. Thompson giving chase, Haas giving chase, and the shortstop able to get there in time. Makes the grab, falls to the ground, but it is out number 3. Tigers no runs, 1 hit. They leave one man on. We now stretch it out here at the Met. Bottom of the 7th coming up. Texas A&M will have 6, 7, and 8 in their order due up. Targash, Bost, and Minnick. When we return, 3-1 Tigers lead on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Wake up and text. Text and eat. Text and meet up with a friend you haven't seen in forever.
Hi.
Oh, hey. Text and complain that they're on their phone the whole time. Text and listen to them complain that you're on your phone the whole time. Text and whatever. But when you get behind the wheel, give your phone to a passenger. Put it in the glove box. Just don't text and drive. Visit StopTextsStopWrecks.org. A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
We always picture the SEC student athlete for their speed, their vertical, their agility. But it's time we picture them for more. For their campus voice, their community outreach, and for the simple fact that 20 years later, they're still someone's pride and joy. More than students, more than athletes. In the SEC, it just means more.
This is the story of a very special woman. Just a few knew about her superpowers. In a matter of seconds, she turned herself into a great mathematician. She masqueraded as a regular person at work, but as a superhero at home. Everyone knows her as Gabriella. I still call her Mom.
Your hero needs you now, and AARP is here to help. Find the care guides you need to help, complete with tips and resources at aarp.org/caregiving. Brought to you by AARP and the Ad Council.
Coverage continues from Hoover in the SEC Tournament. Fighting Tiger Baseball on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Ryan Targash will lead it off for Texas A&M. We hit the bottom of the 7th inning. LSU leading the Aggies 3-1. Griffin Herring back out there. Targash stands in. The pitch to the right-hander misses high with a fastball at 94. And it's 1-0. Targash today 1 for 2. Had a double with an RBI in the 2nd. Strikeout victim in the 4th to Ty Floyd. Herring's 1-0 pitch. Missed inside. Ball 2, 2-0.
First time we're seeing Targash bat from the right side. He's a switch hitter. Now facing the lefty Herring.
2-0 delivery. Missed outside, now 3-0. Herring looks in. Targash awaits, and the pitch. Strike with the belt, make it 3-1. Looked like Targash had the take on, and the fastball is in. 3-1. Sent back into the backstop. Fastball at 93. Targash went after it, just missed. Straight back on a rope. to the backstop to fill the count 3-2.
That's a great job there by Herring. Start with 3 balls, come back with 2 strikes.
Herring ready to work, winds, and the 3-2 misses high. A walk Targash, put the leadoff man aboard for the Aggies here. First walk given up by Herring. And we'll see Austin Boast.
It's only the second walk of the game issued by Tiger pitchers. Once again, Ty Floyd, his 4th consecutive start with only 1 walk.
He went 5 innings, gave up just the 1 run, only 3 hits, 1 walk, 7 strikeouts for Floyd. He threw 93 pitches in the outing.
Austin Boast sitting in the 7 hole for the Aggies, 0 for 2, couple of groundouts, 1 to second, 1 to short. And a throw by Herring over to first to keep an eye on Targash. It was 11 of 12 in stolen bases on the year. LSU with a 2-run lead, 3-1. Pitch to Boast. Missed off the plate to the right-hander. It's 1-0.
Bill, I got to think Gavin Guidry would be next.
Yeah, I would think so.
Well, that's not him, though. Let me see. Somebody's down there, right-hander. Yeah, that is him.
Herring looks over to first. Now the 1-0 pitch sent back to the screen, foul off the bat of Boast, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike. Fans H&E Equipment Services, proud to be the official construction equipment partner of LSU Athletics. Call 877-700-RENT or visit herentals.com today.
Yeah, we figured that Griffin Herring and Gavin Guidry, the 2 freshmen, would be the first 2 guys out of the pen in this game, and LSU will have to rely on them to hold on.
The 1-1 in the air, left center field. Cruz on the run, and it's over his head. Takes a bounce off the track. He'll grab it with a bare hand, fire it into the cutoff man. But Boast with a double off the bat, his 12th double of the year, and now with nobody out, Texas A&M with runners 2nd and 3rd. So Griffin Herring in a tough spot here, as that will bring the DH Minnick, a left-hander, to the plate. Let's see what LSU elects to do. Looks like Jay Johnson going to the communication walkie-talkie, but
well, they're just checking to see where Guidry is. He was about 50 feet just throwing less than 30 seconds ago. Now he's on the rubber, but you have a lefty-lefty matchup, and Max Kaufer is on deck. He is a right-hander.
So Herring now with nobody out, runners 2nd and 3rd, delivers to Minnick, a breaking ball for a strike, and it's 0-1. Minnick today, a couple of punch-outs at the hands of Ty Floyd, struck out in the 2nd and again in the 5th. Tigers lead by 2. 3-1, missed inside off speed from Herring. It's 1 ball, 1 strike.
Really, the story of the game has been LSU just unable to break it open when they had opportunities.
Yep.
Tigers just 3 for 17 at the plate with runners in scoring position today. Hopefully that won't come back to bite them.
The 1-1, swing and a miss. Chase that off-speed pitch that dropped down. It's 1-2 now to Minnick. Targash, he's at 3rd. Boast at 2nd. Targash aboard on a walk. Boast with a double to left center field. This one launched in the air. Again, left center field. Again, Morgan on the run, makes the grab. Tagging up will be Targash at 3rd. He will come in to score and make it a 1-run game, 3-2, as Minnick does his job, gets it deep enough for the sac fly RBI, and it's a 1-run game now with a runner at 2nd.
Yeah, that one made me nervous. A nice job there, Trey Morgan, retreating backwards toward the warning track. Out in left center field, had to run right up.
With his 10th home run of the year. Wow, did that hang up. That was right above the belt, across the plate. And again, the Tigers make another pitching change. They trail now 5-3 here in the bottom of the 7th. Pitching change powered by Sunshine, your hometown John Deere dealer in Louisiana. Back after this on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
At Southern Air Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing, our top priority is customer comfort. For over 20 years, Southern Air has been dedicated to providing honest pricing with no surprises and passing along their savings to you. Call them today to receive $50 off any AC or plumbing repair, or take advantage of their special financing with no money down and low monthly payments. Call them today at 225-777-8888. That's Southern Air Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing.
Hey, Tiger fans, don't miss out on the latest John Deere deals from Sunshine. Ask us about tractor packages with 0% financing available. From Alex Box Stadium to your own backyard, the grass is always greener behind the wheel of a John Deere. Learn more at sunequip.com. Some restrictions apply. See dealer for details. Offer ends May 28, 2023.
Unrivaled content, unprecedented access. LSU Gold, powered by Bayou Traditions, is the only place for exclusive behind-the-scenes content featuring your favorite LSU teams. It's all access to the Tigers, all year long, from pregame warm-ups to postgame celebrations and every moment in between. You can watch LSU Gold anywhere, anytime, and on your favorite device. Go to lsu.gold today to sign up for your free 7-day .gold.
Coverage continues from Hoover and the SEC Tournament. Fighting Tiger Baseball on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
LSU led early 1-0. We were tied 1-1. The Tigers get a 3-1 lead, but then Sam Dutton comes in out of the bullpen, faces the top of the order Hunter Haas with 2 men on and 1 out, and Haas drives one to the second level of the wall in left field. And Texas A&M now not only leads, they have put up a 4 spot here in the bottom of the 7th. They lead 5-3.
It's the 10th homer of the year for Hunter Haas, who transferred to Texas A&M from Arizona State. Now Javen Coleman on the hill for the Tigers, the lefty, making his 7th appearance of the year, trying to keep this deficit at just 2 runs.
It'll be Jack Moss at the plate. He's 0 for 2, aboard on a walk back in the 1st, and a couple of flyouts. 1 to left in the 3rd, 1 to center in the 5th inning. Coleman, the left-hander, fires the first pitch to the lefty, and it's a strike, 0-1. Again, Tigers 6 outs to work with here, but it almost seems like it just took the wind out of the sails of the LSU fans here, who kind of were cruising along with that 3-1 lead, as there's a fastball swing and a miss, and it's 0-2 now to Moss. Hopefully that's not the case for that LSU dugout. Coleman's 0-2 pitch up the middle, base hit center field. After Ty Floyd, for the most part, kept the bat silent. Bullpen now for LSU. Texas A&M some momentum. That's their 6th hit of the game, and still just 1 out and a runner on. Approaching the heart of the order as Werner now comes to the plate. He also 0 for 3 on the day.
Final numbers on Griffin Herring. He goes an inning and a 3rd. He's charged with 3 runs, 1 hit, 2 walks, and no strikeouts.
Pitch from Coleman, hammered to left field. Going to drop down in front of Morgan. Now it looks like batting practice since Sam Dutton came in. Now 7th hit of the game. Runners 1st and 2nd, still just 1 out.
Yeah, that's the 4th hit of this inning. 2 singles, a double, and of course the home run. Somebody's got to stop the bleeding pretty quick. We need to roll a ground ball here.
So after going 0 for 3, Werner gets his 1st hit of the day. Now Lavalette, the freshman, 0 for 3, a left-handed hitter. The pitch. There's a strike to make it 0-1. Coleman looks back to second. Now the 0-1 pitch. Misses low. Ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Tiger fans, time for the Louisiana Lottery's greatest hits. Rocking its way to the top of the charts is Hit 5000. Loaded with $5,000 prizes. Spin your hit today and stop in at any lottery retailer. Ask for Hit 5000. Must be at least 21 to purchase. The 1-1 pitch, swing and a miss, off speed, dropped away from the left-hander. Half-hearted swing gets Lavalette behind in the count 1-2. That fourth inning yesterday and the loss to Arkansas seemed to last forever. Now this one, time-wise, has not gone as long yet, but this one also dragging on in the bottom of the 7th. Coleman, 1-2 pitch, breaking ball called, strike 3, and Lavalette knew it. He just turned, started walking to the dugout. Beautiful pitch by Coleman. Gets him his first strikeout, does record the second out of the inning. That will bring Jordan Thompson for the Aggies to the plate. He's 1 for 2, had a double and scored in the second, hit by a pitch and a board in the 4th, and a fly ball out to Dylan Cruz in center last time in the 6th inning.
Entering the game, Coleman had worked 12 innings and recorded 17 strikeouts in those 12 innings.
First delivery, just missed off the plate. 1 ball, no strikes. Again Monday morning, Tigers will know their destiny to start NCAA regional play. 1-0. There's a strike. Gives it up, 1 ball, 1 strike to Thompson. Again, 12 noon Eastern, the selection show. 11 a.m. Central Time. Most say they will be the national 4 seed. 1-1 short of the plate. Blocked up that time nicely by Travinsky, and it's 2-1 now the count to Jordan Thompson for Texas A&M. Super One Foods fans has super low prices on all your game day favorites. Up your grocery game and score big with Super One Foods.
The 16 regional sites will be announced on Sunday night by the NCAA. Of course, we know that Alec Box Stadium will be one of those sites. The first time since 2019 that LSU has played host to a regional.
Has it really been?
It's hard to believe it's been that long.
Pretty excited about it.
Runners first and second, 2 outs. A&M leading 5-3 now in the bottom of the 7th. Pitch to Thompson. Popped up over our heads and out of play. 2-2 now the count. The winner of this one will take on Arkansas with a 12 noon start tomorrow. Later this evening, it will be Alabama and Vanderbilt trying to stay alive here in Hoover. 2 outs and the 2-2. Foul back again off the bat of Jordan Thompson for the Aggies. Keeps the count 2 balls, 2 strikes. Our Lady of the Lake, proud to be the championship health partner of LSU. Together, Our Lady of the Lake and LSU, champions for Louisiana. Together we roar. Learn more at ololrmc.com/LSU. David Coleman, a left-hander, comes set with 2 outs. Runners first and second. The 2-2 delivery.
We got
back
this
at
one.
us, just above our head.
Oh.
Drops back down into the seats. Still 2-2.
Yeah, the ricochet here off the when it bounces off the stadium above us and goes back. If you're not turned around, catch one right off the back of the noggin.
Especially with the spin when it comes off the facade, it drops straight down quick.
I thought that one was in here.
2-2 pitch. Back into the screen, foul, and Thompson spoils that fastball offering from Coleman. Is now the Aggie center fielder battling here. Coleman pumping the strike zone, but Thompson fighting it off. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runners first and second. Aggies leading 5-3 late in this one. Coleman's 2-2 pitch. Again, fouled back. Got Moss at second, Werner at first base. Coleman, the lefty from the belt, the 2-2, just missed low. Breaking ball I thought might have a chance, but it feels the count now 3-2. Here's the payoff pitch. Runners in motion, and the pitch is low. Will load the bases as Coleman now kind of stumbles off the mound. He's looks to be favoring one of the legs there after he made the plant delivering the pitch. Take a walk around the mound. The gate starts to come back, but now Jay Johnson on his way out of the bullpen, or rather dugout. And with the bases loaded and 2 outs, and Targash coming to the plate, may see a change once again.
Third walk of this inning for LSU pitching as things have just unraveled a bit now for LSU. Let's hope that Javen Coleman, who's worked so hard to get back at an accelerated pace from Tommy John surgery, hope he's okay. Naturally, he's a guy that LSU will need when NCAA tournament play begins.
Again, tough outing from the bullpen here in the bottom of the 7th, relinquishing the lead. But also LSU offensively today, 9 men left on base. We've already talked about the inability to find that clutch hit with runners on and runners in scoring position today, and now find themselves down by 2 runs as Coleman appears to be all right. Jay Johnson now going to head back along with the trainer. Allow Javen to throw a couple of tosses to the plate, make sure he's feeling okay. First one, he says he's all right.
Targash will represent the 10th A&M batter to come to the plate in this inning. He started it all with a walk issued by Herring.
And yesterday was the bottom of the 4th against Arkansas. Today it has been the bottom of the 7th as the A&M Aggies, as Bill mentioned, bat around here in this frame. Again, the base is loaded with 2 outs. Pitch to Targash. Inside, pops out of the mid of Travinsky. He'll chase it down left of the home plate. Everybody stays put, 1st, 2nd, and 3rd.
And it doesn't look like anyone's throwing down in the bullpen.
The 1-0 from Coleman. Popped up above our heads, out of play. 1 ball and 1 strike. One ball, 1 strike. Bases loaded, 2 outs. Coleman's pitch. Targash again sends it back foul. And comes off the facade, drops down low into the seats, and a grab with a glove by a fan. Now Coleman ahead in the count, 1 ball, 2 strikes. That's the most important part here. It's Coleman with 1 walk, 1 strikeout here in this relief effort. Team down by 2. Coleman fires. Whoa. Rip foul down the 3rd base line. Still 1-2. Coleman winds. The 1-2 pitch. Missed high. 2-2. Two delivery from Coleman. Just missed the inside corner with that fastball. And it's now a full count with nowhere to put Ryan Targash.
Boy, that's tough. Tough pitch call there for Coleman. That was a nice pitch.
It does look like Gavin Guidry's ready down in the bullpen.
2 outs, bases loaded. The 3-2 swing and a miss. Targash chased it down in the zone, and Coleman with his 2nd strikeout will end it for the Aggies. But 4 runs gives them the lead on 4 hits. They leave 3 men on. It could have been worse. 5-3. Texas A&M leads for the first time today. We head to the top of the 8th. Tigers will have Jobert, Thompson, and Kling 7, 8, and 9 due up on the LSU Sports Radio.
The official NIL collective of LSU Athletics. Join the tradition and become a member by signing up online at BayouTraditionsCollective.com. Members receive exclusive access to LSU student athletes that you can't get anywhere else. Help ensure LSU remains a leader in the NIL arena. Sign up today at BayouTraditionsCollective.com.
And we're back with breaking news. Coke Zero Sugar might be the best Coke ever.
That's right, Jim. Coke Zero Sugar is a must-try for any Coke fan, so make sure you... Jim. Jim. We're on the air.
Ooh, yes, this tastes like the best Coke ever to me. Your thoughts, Jen?
Well, can I have a sip?
Jen, we're in the middle of reporting the news.
I need to try it first.
Coverage continues from Hoover and the SEC Tournament. Fighting Tiger Baseball on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Braden Jobert leads it off. Evan Aschenbach continues the left-hander for the Aggies. First pitch to Jobert. Strike on the outside corner with a curve, and it's 0-1. A couple of changes defensively for Texas A&M. Lavalette moves from right field to left field. Jordan Thompson moves from center to right. And Stanley Tucker will check into the game. He will be in center field.
Stanley Tucker taking the place of Ryan Tarkoch in the lineup. He'll be in the 6th hole.
The 1-1 pitch to Jobert. There's a strike on the outside corner with a fastball from Aschenbach. Gets ahead, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Tigers down 5-3. Jobert 2 for 3 on the day. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Got him with a breaking ball, and Jobert down on strikes. 1 gone here in the top of the 8th inning. LSU 3 runs on 9 hits. They have left 9 men on base. Texas A&M 5 runs, 7 hits, 1 error. They have left 7 men on. We'll see Jordan Thompson, who is 0 for 2 today, did reach base by way of walk in the 2nd. Pitch delivered, missed low from Aschenbach, 1-0. One tough inning yesterday, 1 tough inning so far tonight. The 1-0 pitch, strike at the letters to make it 1-1 to Thompson. 4 runs by the Aggies in that 7th inning. After trailing 3-1, they take a 5-3 lead. 1-1. High and outside, 2-1 now to Jordan Thompson. Thompson looking for his first hit of the day. 2-1 pitch. Bouncer foul to the third base dugout of the Tigers. Evens a count 2-2. Jobert down on strikes to start this inning. Paxton Kling on deck. He's 0 for 3 today. 2-2 to Thompson. Pops him up. First base side. Jack Moss calling for it, and he will have it for the 2nd out. So we'll see Kling, who grounded out to 2nd in the 2nd, and then back-to-back strikeouts in the 4th and 6th inning. In the winter, we'll take on Arkansas tomorrow at noon. Loser will head home, get ready for NCAA regional play. Later tonight, Vanderbilt and Alabama will battle for a chance to face Florida coming up tomorrow in the SEC semis. 2 outs. Kling shows bunt, brings it back, pitch low and inside, and it's 1-0.
Is it crazy that I'd almost rather start the 9th with Cruz up and no outs?
No.
Yeah, we've got 2 outs here. We're down by 2.
As long as we're still only down by 2.
Yeah. Take a solo homer here, maybe.
1 ball, 1 strike to Kling. Swing and a miss. Pitch outside. Kling chases, falls behind 1-2. Aschenbach, inning and 2/3, giving up just 1 hit. No walks, 2 strikeouts. And the 1-2. Off the end of the bat, and a base hit into left center field. Just out of the reach of Hunter Haas, the shortstop, and Paxton Kling with his first base hit since May 7th on the road at Auburn. gives the Tigers a little bit of life here with 2 outs, and it does get Dylan Cruz top the order, coming to the plate. Dylan 2 for 4 today. A couple of singles, one in the 3rd, one in the 6th inning.
He also hit a home run last night in that 9th inning, and he hit a ball very hard out to center to start this game.
So now Aschenbeck delivers. Popped up foul, right side. Drops into the crowd. 0-1 the count to Cruz.
Aschenbeck on the year has given up 4 home runs.
The 0-1. Strike of the letters and Cruz behind in the count. 0-2 on that fastball from Aschenbeck at 90 miles an hour. They have the shift on to the left side of the infield with the right-handed hitting Dylan Cruz. Now time called, and Crawford going to go out and visit with Aschenbeck on the mound. Jack Moss, the first baseman, will join them. Probably felt lonely over there. He's the only infielder on the right side.
Yeah,
Said,
just
hey,
make sure they're still friends.
Yeah, y'all are going to talk it over. Let me join. So quick meeting. Again with a runner at first, 2 down. Kling with that 2-out single.
Hey! Hey! Hey!
Down 5-3. Top of the 8th inning. Cruz at the plate. Here's the 0-2. Miss low. Gets away from Crawford. Kling, plenty of speed. Will stand up at second base. Read that pitch, off and running. Again, you're not going to throw out Paxton Kling when you don't glove it cleanly. So a runner in scoring position now. Cruz looking at a 1-2 count. Base hit more than likely scores Kling. A home run would tie it up. The 1-2 missed inside. Cruz bends out of the way, and it's 2 balls, 2 strikes. Now time is called, and a pitch clock violation. So that will.
No, I don't think so.
What was he
Cruz,
out there doing?
Cruz called time.
Oh, well, a little too much dramatic there from Jeff Head. 2-2. Oh, wow. Good eye by Dylan. Not sure where that fastball missed, but he let it go, and it feels the count 3-2.
All right, Dylan, got to take advantage of this one, baby. New life.
That was close.
2 outs, runner at second. Aschenbeck, payoff pitch, swing and a miss. Aschenbeck with a huge punch out, his 3rd of the day. And the Tigers come up empty, no runs. A 2-out single, but that man left on base. A&M with the momentum and the lead. 5-3, they lead LSU. And to the bottom of the 8th on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
If you love them enough to turn off your music and pretend like their music is your music,
This is Mommy's jam.
then surely you'll check nhtsa.gov/the right seat to make sure they're in the right car seat.
Let's play it again.
Check today at nhtsa.gov/the right seat. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
The passion, the tradition, the rivalries. SiriusXM is your destination for all things college sports, and we've got your school covered. On SEC Radio, there's complete coverage of every school in the conference, including live games, plus 24/7 talk and analysis. So cheer along online or on the SiriusXM app and listen to your favorite team anywhere. And now, as a college student, you can stream your first 3 months of SiriusXM for $1. Fees and taxes apply. See offer details and subscribe now at SiriusXM.com/SEC Sports.
Not completing high school is more of a social thing than it was an academic thing. Even though all these years have passed, I still had that longing to have my diploma.
At age 30, Carissa finished her high school diploma.
If you're even considering getting your high school diploma, you can do it.
No one gets a diploma alone. If you're thinking of finishing your high school diploma, you have help. Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org. That's finishyourdiploma.org. Brought to you by the Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
The action continues from Hoover and the SEC tournament on the LSU Sports Radio Network. Coverage continues from Hoover and the SEC tournament. Fighting Tiger Baseball on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
LSU trailing 5-3 in Survival Friday here at the Hoover Met. Texas A&M trying to get to the semifinals after trailing 3-1. A 4-run seventh inning for Texas A&M puts them out in front. We'll see Gavin Guidry, who we thought earlier was coming in, but he is on the mound now to take over as Austin Boast, who had the double in that seventh inning, came around to score, will stand in. First pitch from Guidry, a strike with a fastball, and it's 0-1. Again, the Tigers without Tommy White today. The country's RBI leader certainly leads the way for LSU. This one just below us. Foul back. Guidry gets ahead, 0-2. Again, Tommy White not in the lineup today. We mentioned 10 men left on base for LSU and their inability to hit with runners in scoring position. That's a big loss with White not getting 3 or 4 at-bats in this game. The 0-2 foul tip, but held on to by Travinsky. Down on strikes goes Boast, and Guidry comes in, records a strikeout. One gone here in the bottom of the 8th.
Yeah, right, Chris. The number that jumps out at me is Tigers 3 for 18 today with runners in scoring position. About midway through the game, the Tigers had a couple of big-time opportunities to separate themselves from the Aggies. They just couldn't quite get it done. That's a credit, of course, also to the Aggie pitching. Will Johnston and Evan Aschenbach have done a very nice job.
Brett Minnick, the left-hander, stands in. Guidry again pumps the strike zone with a fastball, and it's 0-1. Yeah, again, it's going to be hard with those kind of numbers winning against an SEC opponent, and for that matter, any opponent in Division I baseball. The 0-1 popped up, shallow left center field. Cruz, though, getting over, and Dillon will have it for the second out of the inning. LSU, by the way, in the top of the 9th. When they reach it, it'll be Morgan, Travinsky, and Beloso, so the heart of the order. But Guidry looking for that final out here in the bottom of the 8th to try to keep it just a 2-run deficit, 5-3. Again, LSU took 2 of 3 from the Aggies back in mid-March in Bryan College Station. First delivery, strike from Guidry at the belt. Breaking ball drops in there. It's 0-1.
Gavin looks sharp so far. 16th appearance of the year. He's 3-0 for the Tigers. 3.93 ERA. 28 strikeouts in 18 1/3 innings coming in.
Coffer aboard on a walk in that 7th inning. Came around to score one of those 4 runs. And that one I thought was costly at the moment, Bill. Again, a batter at 167. And Herring unable to get the strikeout, get the out. He gave up the walk. Here's the 1-1. That went short of the plate. Guidry falls behind, 2 balls and 1 strike.
That was a big moment in that inning. The walk to the number 9 hitter, Coffer. Pitching change is made, and then Haas hits a 3-run homer, and that's where we stand right now.
2 outs, nobody on. The 2-1 from Guidry. Popped up, could be playable. It will be in shallow right field. They're fighting the sun. Dugas coming over, but eventually Kling uses the speed, and the right fielder sliding on his knees makes the grab for out number 3. So the Aggies go quietly thanks to Gavin Guidry. Now the Tigers got to find some offense. They're down 2 runs, 5-3. Again, Morgan, Travinsky, and Beloso due up when we return on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Hey, Tiger fans 12 and younger, don't miss your chance to be a part of Mike's Kids Club, presented by Shell, the exclusive kids club of LSU Athletics. Join Mike's Kids Club for only $25. Get the official Mike's Kids Club t-shirt, free admission to select LSU athletic events, and much, much more. To learn about upcoming events and to join, please visit LSUMKC.com. The Mike's Kids Club, presented by Shell. When it comes to investing in your home's comfort, it's never just one thing. You want to make sure you get an air-conditioned system that's reliable, affordable, energy efficient, backed by a strong warranty, and is installed by a dealer you can trust. That's why people who insist on the best choose Trane. Plus, right now, Trane is offering special financing. So what's not to love? Visit TraneSouth.com to find a local Trane dealer today. It's hard to stop a train. Subject to credit approval. Ask for details.
LSU Tiger fans are gearing up with real Tigers apparel and merchandise from the official online store at lsushop.net. Get jerseys, sideline gear, polos, t-shirts, hats, official team merchandise from Nike, accessories, and much more. Over 3,600 products, all shipped right to your door. Head to the place real Tiger fans go for the selection only real Tiger fans get at lsushop.net. Back to the Hoover Met with live coverage of Fighting Tiger baseball in the SEC tournament on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Tigers need at least 2 runs here in the top of the ninth. They trail 5-3. Before we start, let's pause 10 seconds. Station identification on this, the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Your home for LSU Fighting Tiger baseball, the LSU Sports Radio Network, and streaming on the LSU Sports mobile app.
Rally cap time, Tiger fans. Similar situation to last night. Tigers came into the top of the ninth, trailing by a couple of runs. Morgan stands in. The first pitch misses high from Aschenbeck, and it's 1-0. Morgan on the day. He's 0 for 2. He reached base on catcher's interference in the third. Also aboard on a walk in the fifth. Pitch misses high from Aschenbeck, and it's now 2 balls, no strikes to Morgan. It's Morgan, Travinski, and Beloso expected to come to the plate here. 2-0 delivery. Morgan swings, skies this one to center field. Stanley Tucker going back, settles under it, and grabs it for out number 1.
Well, we need base runners right now, Chris. Base runners, base runners, base runners, and I think we jinxed that leadoff runner getting aboard because since we talked about it, it hadn't happened.
Yep. So we'll see Hayden Travinski, who's 1 for 4, had a double with an RBI in that 5th inning. Strikeout victim to Aschenbeck in the 7th. Pitch to Hayden. Misses outside. 1 ball, no strikes. The 1-0. Swing and a miss on a breaking ball, and it's 1 ball, 1 strike. Doug, we talked about the resume for LSU coming into Hoover. How much more did they need to do? But does it affect where they are seated based on going 1 and 2 here in Hoover?
It certainly doesn't help it.
The 1-2. Miss low. Hayden stayed away. They appeal. He did not go around. It's 2-1. Again, coming into today's game, a lot of people thought they would be the 4th national seed. The 2-1 popped up, and this one will get to the seats out of play. And it evens a count 2-2. Well, you got Florida and Vanderbilt also up there in the top 4 possible national seeds.
All that matters, you're in the top 8, right? I mean, and I think that they're definitely in the top 8. Top 4, I don't know.
2 balls, 2 strikes. The pitch to Travinski. Ground ball and diving. Haas, the backhand, gets to the ball, but the throw going to roll its way to first, and Travinski is aboard with an infield single here with 1 out. His 2nd hit of the day. And went 4 for 4 yesterday, and that average continues to climb. And now Cade Beloso, who is 3 for 4 this afternoon, did not play yesterday, will come to the plate for the Tigers. Again, down by 2 runs, but representing the potential tying run now at the plate in the 5th-year senior Cade Beloso.
Yeah, it ain't over till it's over. Cade Beloso's got 3 knocks today.
Both to right field. Travinski at first. Aschenbeck fires high and outside. Missed with a fastball. 1-0.
Wouldn't be the worst thing to get Jared Jones up there with a couple runners on base.
Aschenbeck, the 1-0 pitch. Swung on, fouled out of play left side. That'll even it up. 1 ball and 1 strike. I'm trying it all up here, Doug. I got the rally cap. I got the rally chain.
Oh, you got the chain on.
I put the chain on.
It's got to work.
All in.
Let me get my rally cap on.
1 ball, 1 strike to Beloso. Travinsky a very short lead off first, and Aschenbeck going to throw over. Travinsky a couple of steps, he's back on the bag.
It ain't over till it's over.
Beloso ready at the plate. Aschenbeck looks to first. Now the 1-1. That's a strike on the outer half at the letters. Beloso did not agree, just like you, Doug, but it is 1-2.
Well, let's just say it might have been a strike, but it hasn't been a strike earlier in the game.
The 1-2 pitch.
Yes, sir.
And this one lit down the line and right. Giving chase is going to be Thompson. He'll cut it off of the track. Travinsky around second. He's into third, and Beloso with the double has runners second and third with 1 out here in the top of the 9th inning. Beloso with his 4th double of the year.
4th hit of the day for Cade Beloso, 5th here of the SEC tournament. That puts him among the leaders for hits in the tournament. And a professional at bat there from Cade Beloso as he fires up the Tiger faithful, as now they will send a pinch runner in for him.
Josh Stevenson will take over to run for Beloso at second, Travinsky at third, and you get to Jared Jones, who is 0 for 3 today, due for something. But first, Nate Yeske, the pitching coach for Texas A&M, on a trot out to the mound. He'll bring the infield in.
Yeah, Jared Jones is 0 for 3 today. He walked in his first at-bat, punched out twice, but at that last at-bat, Chris, something happened. He got one off the barrel, some topspin out to left field. But when a guy is struggling, sometimes all you need is to feel one off the barrel to get back on track, and all we need here from Jared Jones is a base hit.
Jay Johnson taking the opportunity to bring the offense over. Talking with Travinsky, talking with Stevenson, talking with Jared Jones, Gavin Dugas, Paxton Kling, everybody who may have a hand here in the top of the 9th, listening to their head coach. Yeske is done on the mound. He'll slow walk his way to the dugout. 1 out. Tigers runners now second and third for Jared Jones, the freshman coming to the plate.
Hunt Tigers. Stevenson can really move out there at second base.
So Aschenbeck, ball in hand, glove at the belt, and the first pitch to Jones, a ground ball bouncer down the third base line, and it's 0-1.
You know, if the rally chain works, it's going to have to travel with us the rest of the postseason.
Yes, well aware of that.
So,
0-1 the count to Jones. Aschenbeck fires way upstairs, and it gets away from Coffer. Coming in, sliding safely is Travinsky. It's a 1-run game. 5-4. Advancing to third is Stevenson. The potential tying run now just 90 feet away.
He almost threw that one over the backstop net. That was nowhere close. Perhaps a little rattled out there on the mound here in the 9th.
Again, now you just want to find the outfield grass if you're Jared Jones.
Or just a long fly ball at this point, tie this game up.
The 1-1. Outside, missed, make it 2-1.
Go ahead and try to throw a fastball in there by number 22 here, and let's see if what happens.
5-4, A&M leads, top of the 9th. 1 out, runner at third. Jared Jones at the plate with a 1-1 count. Aschenbeck, the left-hander, fires. Missed outside, they appealed, did not go around.
Good take, 3-1 count for a guy that can put a hurting on this ball.
Stevenson, short lead off third. 3-1, the pitch. Missed high, ball 4. That'll put Jones aboard. And we'll bring Gavin Dugas to the plate here with 1 out. Runners on the corners. Tigers trail by a run, 5-4. And they'll make another pinch runner as Josh Pearson comes out of the dugout. High fives Jared Jones on earning the walk. He'll be at first base.
Now you've got a guy that's got a few clutch hits under his belt due up. It will be interesting to see what they do over there in a first and third offense with Josh Pearson with the left-handed pitcher on the mound.
In the middle infield will set up for a double play ball here.
Purple and gold are on their feet.
The pitch, Dugas just missed it. Fouls it back into the screen on a fastball from Aschenbeck. It's 0-1.
That was a hack right there.
Dugas 1 for 4, had a double back in the 4th inning, came around to score a run. The 0-1 pitch, swung on and a bouncer down the line at third, foul. Falls behind in the count 0-2.
Still need that long fly ball, Chris.
Aschenbeck takes a little time, now steps on the rubber, 1 out, runners on the corners. And an 0-2 count to Dugas. The pitch just missed outside with a fastball. It's 1-2. Indeed. Purple and gold standing here at the Met. Their Tigers down a run, 5-4 in the top of the 9th. Only 1 away, runners first and third. The pitch to Dugas. Fouled off the bat and off the face mask of Coffer. Keeps the count 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes. Dugas ready to go. Aschenbeck fires. Swing and a miss. Got him with a breaking ball for the 2nd out of the inning. So with a runner at third, a runner at first, 2 down, top of the 9th, trailing 5-4. It'll be Braden Jobert coming to the plate. Lefty on lefty matchup here.
Chance to be a hero here if you're Braden Jobert. They will pitch lefty to lefty. No, they're gonna walk Jobert to load him up. No, they're definitely not gonna do that. I have the lefty-lefty matchup here. Jobert, Chris, has hit some balls hard today and throughout the course of this tournament. In fact, only 2 home runs hit by the Tigers here in Hoover. Cruz hit 1 yesterday, and Jobert in game 1, yeah.
So time called. It was Coach Schlossnagel came out and said, hey, I'm not going out there because Yeski had already made a visit. He said, but I need my catcher to go. And umpire Jeff Head said, okay. And again, Jay Johnson taking the opportunity to bring over Stevenson, Pearson, and Braden Jobert, who will be at the plate here with 2 down and a 1-run deficit to the Aggies, 5-4. Again, coming up in the nightcap here on Friday, it will be Vanderbilt and Alabama. The winner of this one takes on Arkansas tomorrow with first pitch at 12 noon. 5-4, Texas A&M leads, 2 outs, top of the 9th. Braden Jobert coming to the plate. Lefty on lefty matchup. Aschenbeck comes set, fires. That's a called strike. Fastball makes it 0-1. Aschenbeck again. The 0-1 pitch, swing and a miss. Got that one by Jobert, and he falls behind, 0-2. The 0-2 pitch popped up. Third base line. Trevor Warner in foul territory is underneath it, has it, and the Aggies advance to the semifinals. Tigers again suffer a 1-run loss. 5-4 on Thursday to Arkansas, 5-4 tonight to Texas A&M. The Aggies and Tigers split the meetings in 2023, 2 wins apiece. LSU finished here in Hoover in 2023. Texas A&M will take on Arkansas tomorrow with a 12 noon start. The final, Texas A&M 5, LSU 4 on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Albertsons is making shopping and saving easier than ever. Just For You deals is now Albertsons For You. It's everything you love about Just For You with all new